Gather round, we got no gods to please. Saturday night, no sermons, just ease. Discussions flow like midnight breeze. No prophets here, just minds to tease. We talk big bangs and evolution, question faith with our solution. Stars align in our confusion, breaking free from old illusion. Join the fun, no need for trust. Dust to dust, we're stardust. No heaven high or hell to fear. Saturday night, we hold it dear. Fun and laugh at myth believers. Here we're all truth seekers. Open hearts and swift deceivers. Make your stand, no hidden levers. Raise your glass to reason's thrill. No ancient text, it's our own will. Debate till dawn, feel the chill. Saturday night, we've got the skill. Echoes of a godless choir, like the world was spark the fire. Free thought mindset to inspire. No holy walls to take us higher. Join the fun, no need for trust. Dust to dust, we're stardust. No heaven high or hell to fear. Saturday night, we hold it dear. Join the fun, no need for trust. Dust to dust, we're stardust. No heaven high or hell to fear. Saturday night, we hold it dear. Join the fun, no need for trust. Dust to dust, we're stardust. No heaven high or hell to fear. Saturday night, we hold it dear. Fun and laugh at myth believers. Here we're all truth seekers.
Howdy, everybody. Welcome to Saturday Night at the Atheist, where we might be minus an atheist this evening. Scott said he was babysitting, so hope you're enjoying yourself, Scott. Everybody else is here. We got Simos here. We got Robin here, and we've got Mike here. Mike's playing around with something. He'll be along, but he is here. And little birdie told me that it's also Robin's birthday, so I'm going to play a little birthday song for Robin before we get started here. And here we go.
Morning broke with paper streamers, your name on the window glass. One more candle, one more circle. Look how fast the good years pass. You walk in, and the room leans brighter, like the whole day knew your face. Make a wish now, hold it close, let it shake the floor. Everybody knows. Happy birthday, Robin. Happy birthday, Robin. Blow that candle down. We're all here now. Happy birthday, Robin. Happy birthday, Robin. This one's yours tonight, so sing it loud. Cake crumbs on the corner table, laughing with your hands full of gold. Old friends calling, new plans coming, stories you still haven't told. Every card says you're the best part. Every grin says we agree. Make a wish now, hold it close, let it shake the floor. Everybody knows. Happy birthday, Robin. Happy birthday, Robin. Blow that candle down. We're all here now. Happy birthday, Robin. Happy birthday, Robin. This one's yours tonight, so sing it loud. One more round, raise it high for every spark you bring.
Thank y'all.
You're most welcome, and have a truly happy birthday, Robin.
It's been pretty good. Not done much, but
You're 58. You're just a little bit younger than I am.
yeah, I think we're pretty close, aren't we?
Yeah, but I'm going to be 60 this summer. I told the doctor, well, you're scheduling me for August. That's my birthday, so you must expect me to come back. And he got a laugh out of it.
Yeah. Yeah.
My son was here asking how I was, and I told him, I said, I don't feel sick. I just feel old. I feel real tired, and it's like I got old overnight. It's really weird. But
Yeah, me too. Me too.
It's hard to tell the difference sometimes, isn't it?
Yeah, it just crept up on us. Yeah.
Yeah, mine hit me last year, and like I don't think I had aged until like last July, whenever the stroke happened. And it seems like I got like 40 years older.
Yeah, and I was talking to a nurse the other day. I said, no offense, but I wasn't ready to get old. You know, I mean, I don't have the gray hair, the wrinkles, or I just went from one day, and I told my son it was more like over a period of a couple months, but it was still pretty quick that I was just buzzing along, and then all of a sudden I couldn't do stuff. And man, the other day getting down and on the floor looking for my slipper, that's a hard one when you're doing that. Oh man, I can't get down, can't get up thing. You really feel it, and you're like, oh man. I mean, I just wasn't ready for it.
Nobody is, Dave. Nobody is.
They make these things called reachers that are like little,
I've seen them, yeah.
Because I can't get down on the floor. If I got down on the floor, it would take like several people to get me up off the floor. So I have lots of them.
That's the thing. These things hit you, and you feel so helpless, and you're like, man, it was just the other day I was bebopping around, But I told my son, I mean, I don't feel sick. I just feel tired. I feel like I'm really, 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 really old. Really tired, and it's just sick of dragging my butt around the place. But
shit.
Here we go again. I told you last week that the doctor found a spot somewhere he wants to take care of, and so I'm going to do another round of chemo for this spot. And it's an old chemo. It's tried and true. They don't have a lot of problems with it, but could face the good old side effects of chemo, losing hair, being sick, and all those kind of good things. And otherwise, I have a lot of good news. Nothing in my head has grown. Nothing around my body has grown. They just found this one spot. And I was like, you could have not found that one spot, and I'd have had a good day, But the stuff I was taking, I've been having reactions to. And they don't want me to take that stuff because it could mess up some other things. So they did check out my kidneys and whatnots and my other organs, and I'm looking good elsewhere. So we're going to give it a shot. We're going to see how it goes. And hopefully it works out well. My biggest issue has been side effects. I wouldn't even really know I'm sick. Most people don't even know I'm sick. I mean, I don't have any outward signs. My stuff has all been the side effects that really blow. So next time you're hearing a commercial and they're listing the side effects and you're having a good chuckle, remember I had a good chuckle at them too at one time. And then it comes back to bite you when all them side effects are you. And you're like, man, I'm getting all these side effects. Put them away. So, that being said, yeah, same old here. Just feel tired, dragging mostly. After next week, if I get approval and everything, they're going to start the new stuff. They're not going to do the old immuno. They're just going to replace it with the new one. And we'll see how it goes. Hopefully I'm not too bad. This one comes with pills and a shot and everything else. So they try to nip it in the bud as much as possible. And I'm hoping that that it will, and I won't have to deal with a lot of things. If I do, well, you know, Mike and Robin and everybody, Simos, have filled in for me when I haven't felt well, and I appreciate it. So if I don't feel well, I will let Mike and the other folks know. Otherwise, I plan to be here, so we'll see how it goes. And hello, everybody in the chat that's joining us. Good to see y'all. Yeah, it is Robin's birthday today. I understand Robin's going to have a stream later on. So everybody stop by there and wish her a happy birthday. We got Left-Handed Jedi's been hanging out with us for 7 months. Jedi, thank you very much. And we know that you must love toast as much as we do. I told the old lady to get some bread. I'm gonna try some pizza quicks or something. I've had a little bit. Don't read much into it, but I've had a little bit of an appetite, so we're gonna go with it. So hopefully, here's going out to you and everybody else that we do love toast.
We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast.
Did you get that?
Toast.
Did you find that toast clip I was telling you about where they say toast?
I've got it on my phone still. I haven't looked it up.
Okay, it's wonderful, and it's Alex Malpass's response to presuppositionalism. That, like, if you talk to a presup, all you do is keep screaming toast.
And Jedi's sending you birthday wishes and dropped $2 as well. Thank you.
It's your birthday,
Jedi.
Robin? Robin?
It's Robin's birthday, yes. And
Oh my God!
Yes.
Do I dare ask? Do I dare ask? Huh?
She's half your age.
58.
You're like
You're right.
38. You said 38.
58.
Oh, 68. You're pushing that big 7-0. I'm telling you, my so this week I pulled a muscle in my back on my scapula, and then the next day I sprained my ankle hauling in water. So welcome to the 70s soon. Things just start falling off your bones. It's like
we gotta remember though, we still all rock.
You rock, let's rock with the fire in our veins. Rock on to the skies, till the thunder and rain. All hail Bigfoot, the legend, the king. He walks among shadows, the wild spirits sing.
Yeah, thank you, Jedi. Much appreciated. Thank you from Robin as well. And yeah, Tori's reminding everybody, Simos is looking at that 500 subs. He's been looking at that 500 subs for a couple of weeks now.
Oh, we made it last week and then it lost.
Yeah.
one.
Have they taken one
Yeah.
away again, have they?
And then
I haven't
none of
made
them-
When it
Yeah.
hovers.
They've
I didn't
taken
do
one
this
away
talking.
again.
I didn't. They
I'm pushing 900, and I still haven't gotten there, but I'm 4 shy. Oh shit!
Wow.
Hang on a
Mike's
second.
Mike's
Yep,
creeping up on
Oh.
1,000, and we're creeping up on there. And for some reason, they've been taking subs away from me. They think I'm gone. To all the
Yeah.
people out there that think I'm gone, I'm not gone yet.
Can I?
So, I'm
can I
still
tell y'all
here.
something? Tell y'all something. Phil Sober. I watched Phil Sober, and
Mhm.
Phil Sober keeps getting on to me about this, and this is for all the content creators. That he says if you turn on the ads, do that thing where you turn on the ads. Like he said, you will get to 1,000 subscribers really quick.
Really?
And he keeps getting on to me because you have to download like your picture of your ID and stuff on there, and I've been having issues with trying to get that on my computer to do it because I can't do the thing on my phone to turn on the ads. So, but he says that it's really quick to get to 1,000 if you will turn those ads on. So.
Yeah, and don't subscribe to the same person using socks as well, because that's where they get taken away.
Yeah,
I didn't do it this time.
Yeah, thank you. But I'm just saying to people out there in general, if you've got socks, don't use them to subscribe to people because it doesn't help.
Yeah, hello, deconverted man. Good to see you.
Hey, deconverted man. DM Danger Mouse.
Also, deconverted man. I don't know if you want me to leak this or not, but we've been talking about secular prayer, and he came up with an interesting angle on it. I've always had an angle on secular prayer as being a self-hypnosis technique, and he came up with an idea that made it more of a community venture, and I thought it was kind of cool. And anyway, I think at some point he and I are going to talk about this on a stream. So anyway, cool. I think it's kind of wonderful.
Yeah, he's you got the go ahead, Mike from Deconverted Man.
Just
no worries.
Okay, Mike. Now keep an eye on the glasses case. Okay, Mike.
Mm-hmm.
Keep an eye on the glasses case. You're feeling sleepy. And you're 21 again. There we go. Sorted.
Is my mic any better? Is my mic any better? I was on the wrong mic.
I was on the wrong.
Sound good? Yeah, sounds good.
I was on the wrong mic. So.
Okay. I think Mike's actually fallen asleep. Sorry, Mike, I didn't mean to do that. And you're awake. Well, there we go.
There we go.
Mike?
He's still drowsing.
Mike!
I think his phone rang.
Yeah. Somebody bleeped him. Anyways, so I came across Pastor takes everything in the Bible literally. Surprise. And this pastor, big on giants. There's some other YouTubers that are big on the giants, and Hawaiian Shirt guy likes to bring them up, and all his friends, that there was giants and there still are giants, and that the Smithsonian covers up the giants, and
they always do.
Of course, they leave out the physics when they want to talk about giants, but they think everything is a Saturday B movie, and you can just give somebody a little radiation or something, and they'll grow super huge. But I always tell everybody, check Guinness for the world's tallest man and woman and whatnot. They're pretty bad shape. We're not designed to be over a certain height, and that's why we have leveled out. Most people are within a few inches of each other, right? And there's a reason for that, is because there's an ideal height and weight for human beings to be, and you can tell how big we could be if we redesigned our figure. By the way, elephants and other huge animals have redesigned themselves, but that requires a lot of years of bone changes and either bigger or hollow or some kind of a bone structure, or they all come together. You just cannot jack somebody up and have them a giant.
Yeah, giants would need a chiropractor real quick.
Yeah.
You're pretty loud there, Mike. Move the mic
really?
away. Stand back from the mic.
How about now?
Yeah, that sounds good.
Yep, you're right.
How about now?
Oh my God! You sound like
Farm, how you
Garth
doing?
Dawkins.
You sound like God.
Yeah.
Hello, everybody.
Stephanie,
Please remember to
I
like
am.
and subscribe. Please remember to like and subscribe, especially anybody lurking. If we got any lurkers, welcome, welcome. All lurkers are welcome. And just please remember to like and subscribe. Or if you don't want to like and subscribe, please remember to subscribe and like.
there you go.
2 choices.
And for those of you that are on a budget, likes don't cost nothing. Sharing it, all these things, they don't cost you nothing. And we appreciate it very much. So please do hit the likes. And once again, check our description. Just different channels are in the description. People that are trying to break that big number, and people that are supporters of the channel. And there's also down on the bottom a copy of the original video. I did chop off the beginning of this video where he was talking a little bit. This is a little bit of a longer sermon. I usually don't do the longer ones, but yeah, I've heard about giants a lot lately, and I guess I just went with it. So we're gonna hear about giants and some other supernatural things in the story.
And so much more. So much more. This guy, I listened to 5 minutes. He's going to be a real treat.
5 minutes.
Yeah, he does
Before
have other
Before we
videos,
get
too.
into the darkness, my friend Gary just left here, and he was on his phone, and he put his phone on the back rail of his pickup, and he took off and drove on a freeway, 35W, went home, and then he couldn't find his phone. So he got another phone and called it, and a little kid answered, 10 years old. It bounced off the truck, and this little 10-year-old found it. So he tipped her $20. She was excited.
Good deal.
That's amazing. That's a miracle. Is that not a miracle?
Yeah, I mean, he must have prayed to somebody for that, obviously.
He did pray to Jesus.
My mother gave us a ride to school one day. I'll never forget. She set a cup of coffee on the roof of the car, drove us all the way to school, got out of the car. I said, "Here's your cup of coffee." Still steaming.
Yeah.
I said, "No, that's a good driver where you can go all the way there and still have that cup of coffee on the roof of the car."
Yeah, that phone stayed on his truck and for 5 miles until it got in his neighborhood. So it was pretty amazing.
Yeah, there you go.
Yep. Lucky.
Impressed nobody ran it over or anything else, too.
You can pray to Alexander Graham Bell for phone things.
Oh, yeah.
He is the saint of the phone.
They are pretty tough. The phones, even the newer ones, they get dropped a lot, and unless just the right way, they seem to keep on going. Phones are one of those things that seem to keep on going, even though they look like heck. Yeah, and they'll still work.
So Michael Hogard is the name of this guy.
Yeah.
Yep. He's a fun one.
He's a pastor. I didn't look up a lot on
pastor.
him. Other than, he had a bunch of videos on the subjects, and so I figured he must be into it.
He's kicking our asses in subscribers. He's got 20,000. So
Yeah, no, he has more subscribers than I usually do. I usually do the smaller channels. It's just the video itself just struck me. I was just overwhelmed with giants, hearing about giants lately. That
all I got to say is we are moving up in the world if we're now covering people with 20,000 subscribers.
Yeah, I know.
That's impressive.
Are you skipping ahead, Dave, or are you starting at the very beginning where he talks about Ephesians?
I do skip a little bit. He was talking about something that I skipped, but then I think
he was talking about a demon jumping on him and telling him that his wife was a demon or something, and he cast it off. And he mentions Ephesians, and Ephesians is where they have children obey your parents, and fathers do not exasperate your children. I don't know what the fuck that means. And then the wonderful one is Ephesians 5. Slaves, obey your earthly masters with respect and fear, and with sincerity of heart, just as you would obey Christ. Obey them not only to win their favor when their eye is on you, but as slaves of Christ, doing the will of God from your heart. Now this is a wonderful passage, and then he goes on to talk about the armor of God, which has to do with demons.
I think that's supposed to be French. It's the amour of God, surely.
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
this
more.
guy's obviously correct, though. He's got 20,000 people who obviously agree with him. So isn't
Yeah.
that like,
Yeah.
doesn't that make you more right?
Yeah, I guess that's what I've heard. And that's what I was going to say. It's so many people hang on these things with the, these giants and other categories from the Bible.
Is it in the Bible?
It just has to be. It just has to be.
Is it in the Bible? What are you going to do, hey?
That's right. I think that
He's
we do
giddy
have
over
their
it,
bodies. We do have the giants' bodies, I think, in the Smithsonian basement or something like that, is what I've been told.
Yeah, they keep hiding on us. Yeah.
Yeah.
They're
I mean,
hiding.
they could make millions by displaying them and charging people to see it, but fucking millions.
Nah,
Who
we're not
wants
going to do that.
Who wants that?
The conspiracies are always silly. Yeah, why hide it? It would be an amazing find, and no, it has to be hidden, and it's like, well, that doesn't make any sense.
Does he explain where the Nephilim come from?
I don't know in this video. If you want to hear about them sometime, L.A. Marzulli covers it quite a bit. He's big on giants and the mounds.
He's big on giants, is he?
Yeah. If in case anybody don't know, the Nephilim are like
Bigfoot or Nephilim.
Yeah,
I thought
That are actually interdimensional beings that travel here. I mean, he's got a whole story about it.
Well, the Nephilim are supposed to be hybrids of like human women and angels.
I thought I discovered proof of Bigfoot the other day because it'd been raining and and I went across the field and there's a huge muddy patch, and in this muddy patch I found some footprints, right? And I thought, wow, that actually could be proof. It turned out it was just it wasn't actually. I got to the bottom of it, and it turned out it was a guy, a father with his child, and they were both hopping, and one hopped on his right foot and one hopped on his left foot. The child on his left foot. The child only had like tiny little shoes, and the other one, obviously, the father had like size 13, and it just looked like they were hopping opposite. So I just thought, well, that's proof of Bigfoot there, isn't it? Someone walking, and one of the feet is big. So I put two and two together. Bigfoot. I mean, anybody would do the same, I'm sure. So no, I think Bigfoot exists just based on those tracks that I found.
Well, according to the chimpanzee lady, if a supernatural cryptid were to be discovered, she'd want it, Jane Goodall. She'd want it to be a Bigfoot. Just because. I mean, who doesn't want a giant teddy bear, right?
Well, yeah. I mean, is that really what she's thinking about?
I like to give her the benefit of the doubt. She seems like a good person.
Well, you know what they say.
Spends a little too much time with the apes, but it was her thing to do, and as far as we know, she did it well. So, hello, skeptic, how you doing? So this one, that's the reason it caught my eye. So it's a little bit bigger video, but it did catch my eye because he's so obsessed with these it's called the Supernatural Bible, angels, devils, and giants. So I thought we'd just give a listen to what he's got to say about it and see if you're amused like I was. And John says,
oh, hi, John.
Hey, your bro's honking at you. How you doing, John?
Hi, John. Okay.
So here we go with.
Hold on to your hats, people. This could be shocking for everybody.
Yeah.
And especially wait till you get to point number 4. You won't believe point number 4, and also point number 5 will be shocking. So just hang on in there.
Ephesians chapter 6, I think, is
Oh, okay, hang on a minute.
Yep. Right there. Ephesians chapter 6. Yeah.
Ephesians chapter 6, right there. I've just got to say, I am shocked at that he couldn't. I mean, he can pray for like all of these other things, Bigfoot, demons, angels, and stuff, and yet he can't pray to get a good cabling system going.
Yeah.
I'm shocked, absolutely shocked. That's very
it's one
untidy
thing
cabling. I don't like it. It's dangerous. It's lack of respect, obviously, and there we go.
They don't seem to have the best sound systems. I don't know. They got a lot of equipment and don't know how to use it. So, how you doing, Dave?
Cool.
Good to see you.
So I think we're going to hear about the his demon wife jumping on him or something while he's sleeping. I don't know. But we really need to hear
You're the
this
one giving
part.
it away, so I don't know.
His demon wife. His demon wife. Oh dear. He should have prayed before he got married.
If Tucker
shouldn't he?
Carlson can do it, anybody can do it, right?
Oh my God, really?
He may be on something about exes as demons. Yeah, or spouses as demons. I'm already married 2 of them.
Well, Ephesians
They're out
6 says,
there.
put on the armor of God. Put on the waist belt of God and the breastplate of God.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
There you go. Belt of truth buckled around your waist
Mike's
with
kind
the
of book.
breastplate of righteousness in place.
That sounds like some Wonder Woman stuff.
It does. It does.
Yeah.
It's only Wonder
There you
Woman.
go.
But it would be Wonder Man because this is the Old Testament, right? There would be.
True.
Technically, Wonder Woman is a demon. I guess that's who he married.
Yeah, Wonder Man is the one we're looking for in the Old Testament. So I'm
No
sorry.
wonder she
sorry,
didn't. No wonder he didn't.
Sorry,
like
ladies.
jumping on him.
Dade's with you, Mike. He said something about, and what does Ephesians 6:5-8 say? Yeah. All kind of wonderful
Yeah.
things, doesn't it? Uh-huh.
Okay.
A lot of wonderful things.
probably as important or more important in today's world than it ever has been.
More important in today than it ever has been is Ephesians.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Tell that to the Greeks 2,000 years ago, because I think you're fucking wrong. Or tell that to Lucifer just before he decided to come down to Earth.
Very relevant.
I mean, come on now. More important, really?
Well, everything is always the most important thing right now. I mean, whatever they find in that book, it's the most important thing right now.
I mean, I guess if it's a very difficult divorce that he's going through, then maybe he's right. I don't know.
And it's always the end of the world, right? Somebody's always predicting the end of the world.
But tomorrow, obviously, it's not today. Come on now.
Right.
But tomorrow, yeah.
And the thought going into what I'm going to speak about this morning and into this afternoon, because it's many, many, many topics. I had this idea for maybe putting a book together called the Supernatural Bible.
I thought it was going to be called the Bible.
Yeah. Well, didn't Jefferson kind of do the opposite? He did the opposite.
Yeah, he cut it all out.
Yeah.
There wasn't much left.
Oh my God, that's funny.
You've heard me talk about being going to Kenya, or even here, where I had devils literally attacking me.
Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Literally.
Literally.
And what did the devil look like?
I mean, I don't think that's any way you should talk about your wife, though, really.
No.
Devils.
Well,
Devils.
Okay,
plural.
Simos, I've got some history with this.
Yeah. He's got some demon ex-wives too, right, Mike?
Yep.
Yeah. I've never been married, so I have no idea. By the way.
Oh, you are blessed.
Yeah.
I prayed a lot. What can I say?
There you go. Yeah.
It is.
Go ahead, Dave.
I was just
sorry.
looking at
I'll stop interrupting. So we
That's
can
all
get
right. I
through
was
some
looking
of
at
it.
the chat. Did he see any UFOs? Probably. This guy's he's a well, I don't know, literalist is the word.
Yeah, of course. He's King James. He's a literalist.
Yeah.
He's an evangelical. He's a Baptist. He's Protestant. He's Christian nationalist. He's a complete tosser.
Yeah, I used to call people who saw imaginary beings imaginaries. That was my name for them. They didn't have to be like related to biblical stuff. They could just be people that saw all kind or heard imaginary people. So he's an imaginary.
Imaginist.
That's a good word. Yeah.
That's it.
And I mean literally. If you remember a few weeks ago, I told you of a dream that I had.
Here we go.
And
Oh,
I
dear.
absolutely,
Yeah. Watching a little too much Pornhub by the sounds of it.
I know they watch all these terrible things before they go to bed, and they wonder why they have these crazy dreams. It's like, duh.
firmly believe that a devil spirit was in that dream terrorizing me.
He sure was.
All right.
Why was the devil terrorizing you in a dream?
Because that's how dreams work.
Obviously.
Yeah, nobody's ever had a nightmare. Nobody's.
Well,
No.
yeah, it wasn't that kind of nightmare. It was more of a, like a butt thing. It's more of a
I
butt
had
thing.
a dream last night because she looked just like a dream.
I had a dream.
Romeo and Juliet.
Let's hear about this dream. I really want to hear about this dream.
And it was so real. I asked my wife later on, it was like a Friday night, Saturday morning. I asked my wife, I said, "Did you hear me talking in my sleep?" And she said, "Yeah." I said, "What was I saying?" And she said, "Who are you?" And I was fairly certain that I was speaking that not only, well, I know I was speaking it in my dream, but the reason why I asked my wife was I was pretty sure she had to have heard me saying it out loud. Because I was saying, "Who are you? What are you doing? And get off me." Okay?
Yep.
Alrighty then.
Yeah.
Maybe letting out a little bit too much.
A little midnight cuddle, and yep.
Yeah, and it's always it's very, very suspect when they tell these stories. They are. The devil's doing what? Why? You know what I mean? It's more like you're repressing something other than.
Yeah, I think there's a. Yeah.
Not saying that everybody's thing is their thing, right? It's, but I mean, it's the devil. I mean, it seems like the devil and God and stuff, and they're always getting like permission or something. It's like, what do you need permission for? I mean.
That's why meth is such a good idea. When you're being attacked in your dreams by demons, if you just take a lot of meth, you won't sleep for 10 days. So
They're just messed up.
that's why it's so popular in the South. That's why there's so much meth used on it. Yeah.
Well, but after you stay up for about 3 days, you don't have to fall asleep to just see imaginary people. They just are
That's a
walking
fact.
around everywhere.
Yeah.
There you go.
I once saw a 12-foot troll in my backyard after
yeah,
being up for 9 days.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
up for 9 days.
After several days up, you know, what I mean, your eyes will see a lot of things.
Yeah, and I just kind of told it, okay, I know you're not there, but I'm going in the house anyway.
Yeah, yeah.
And it was, to me, it was as real as anything. It's as real as this is right now.
Sure.
And in that dream,
Yeah.
That's because if it's a dream or not,
That's how
Mike
dreams
has studied
work.
the mind a lot. The brain still operates in the same manner. It's trying to make sense of things. And that's why dreams often cannot make sense, is because it's trying to make sense of something. It's just, that's just how the brain is. It operates whether you're awake or not, trying to make sense of the world. And that's why some of these folks have little sense about how the world really works and don't want to, and that's fine. There's nothing you can really do about it. I mean, I hope and bite my tongue, pray that they would get a whiff of the truth. But yeah, they want to hold on to these things. It's hard to say. How you doing, Demon Orb? It's hard to say what they want to hear. I mean, do they really want to be reinforced? I mean, do they want the scientists to just all bow down to them and say, you know, you've been right and we've been wrong? And do they really want that, or is it just part of the grift? You know, it's hard to say.
It's part of the guilt, isn't it? It's part of the guilt, and also the desperate desire to be as much of a victim as Jesus was.
I remember trying to bring out the name of Jesus, and it was like I had a mouthful of marshmallows. It was like my tongue was swollen, but I
It's like he
said,
swallowed a few of them.
This is the thing. No matter what it is, it's always in the name of Jesus. And the abduction or whatever it is, the sleep monsters, whatever the demon is, the alien, always seems to go away with the word of Jesus. But what do people in, you know, most of the other world do? You know, they don't rely on the name of Jesus to chase these things away. Most people that realize what's happening, you know, you need to wake yourself up is what you need to do. You're not with it in reality. And as far as the believers, though, it always comes back down to I'm uttering the name of Jesus. I cast you out in the name of Jesus. Demons be gone in the name of Jesus, and everything's all better. Just watch.
Except my holy probe.
Except for the holy probes. That's right.
Yeah.
Why are we watching this? Because it caught my eye.
I just want to
You
say,
ought to know that, Dade. Come on now. It catches your eye. You're like, oh, hell no.
crucifixes
Giants.
do work. Crucifixes do work. Even vampires are scared of bullshit.
Yeah. Like I say, usually I target the little guys, but this guy, he seems to have an audience and everything, and you know, he's telling people about these things just so matter of factly, you know. It really it bothers me that they can do this. Sermons are one thing, you know, trying to put together a nice little speech, find some nice things in the Bible to back it up. So and so did this and that. Oh, it was so nice, and everybody was happy. Okay, nice little story. And then you have just these people just telling these awful things about these, you know, monsters. It's like they so want it to be real, and I can understand the happy little things, but the some of these crazy things are just really bothersome. It really is. I think we were wrong about the meth. Cocaine is what makes your tongue swell.
Don't know about that, but makes something swell.
In Jesus' name, leave me alone.
Yeah.
And after that, the spirit left.
Yep.
Wow.
And I'm debating. I am debating. I've told my wife, but I'm debating about telling you what kind of spirit I think it was. I'm not sure if I will or not. Okay? So if God wants me to say it, I'll say it. If not, I won't.
Wow.
But like I said, it was as real as this is right now. We live in a world that is surrounded by spirits. There is a warfare.
Whiskey mainly, I think. Whiskey
Hey,
and vodka.
how you doing, Reverb Twang? Good to see you. Sydney.
And
how
all
you
of that
doing?
because his wife rolled over and put her arm around him.
Yeah.
It's like, get off, get off.
Oh my God.
Broke wind in the
Yeah,
middle
we're not
of the
doing
night.
that again.
Don't blame the dog.
We're
Don't
not
blame
doing
the
that again.
dog.
Look what happened last time.
I'm in Kentucky. We have bourbon here. Bourbon. It's bourbon.
Bourbon. Fair enough. Yeah. I like a bit of Jack
So,
Daniels.
so my ex-wife used to have these night fears, and she'd wake up screaming, "Who are you? Who are you?" And I tell her I'm Mike, and calm her down. One time I told her I was John, and she punched me so goddamn hard she almost knocked me out. I never did that again. Never again.
going
At least I knew she
on
wasn't having an affair
around
with
us
John.
at all times, every day, 24/7. There is a warfare going on. God, I believe in God's angels ministering and watching over us. I believe that. In fact, hold your place in Ephesians.
Didn't stop you marrying a devil, though, did it?
Yeah.
What?
It's not
Where-
protecting
where-
Mike
where
from
did these-
Ephesians either.
Okay, this whole creation story, where did the demons get created? Where did that happen exactly? I'm confused.
They're rebellious, aren't they? They're
Is that what happened? The rebellious what?
I think
well,
any angels that are rebellious.
Yeah, there's a
Went-
story that Lucifer
went down.
tried to overthrow God, and the angels that fought with Lucifer,
So
they all got
Gen-
kicked out of heaven, even though they knew that God would know that they were going to try to rebel and that they would not be able to defeat him. They still tried to rebel.
So in the Genesis story, where exactly did the demons get created or the angels get created?
It's not in
That they
it's
did.
not in Genesis story. I'm trying to remember. Is it in the Bible? It's in one of the Gospels. Something about the Lucifer's attempt to overthrow but not one of the four Gospels. Like it's one of, I think it's in one of the ones that's not in that.
Yeah,
And I can't
I'd
remember
like
if
to
it
know.
maybe is in at the end there in the acid trip book there at the end, Revelation. But
They have to come from somewhere.
The acid trip book. That's a
Yeah,
my
good
mom
description.
used to know a lot about it.
Don't eat gas station burritos before you write a book in the Bible. Exactly.
I got to read that someday. That Revelation thing. I think it might be fun.
That's a crazy book.
SP said Enoch. I don't know. Okay.
Enoch. It is more Enoch. Well, there's
Professor
a lot of
Gizmo.
tales that put together the Christianity too, depending on what sect you follow. So, yeah, absolutely. I mean, some of them are, all this is nonsense, and then other ones are very literalist. It's a wide spectrum on what they consider to get from that book, and that's always bothersome too. Is how many different interpretations do you have of the same stories, right? How you doing, Chris? Yeah,
No, Hazel.
who are you supposed to listen to? This guy, or his interpretation, or somebody that's more moderate that says, there's explanations that don't include giants, right?
Psalm 91.
I feel you, brother.
Psalm 91, verse 1. He that dwelleth in the secret place of the Most High shall abide under the shadow of the Almighty. Remember what I told you earlier about not being afraid?
So if you
What did he tell us?
afraid of the Most High, that you'll be in favor of the Most High or something? Okay.
Oh, yeah, I think you should be afraid of the Most High.
Yeah.
You shouldn't be afraid of just getting high.
Okay.
And if you are afraid of the Most High, we can, we'll take 5 minutes.
Put your mic up by your mouth a little bit.
All right. Put my mic up on my mouth like that. Is that
Yeah.
better?
That's better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't
Yeah,
see your
I mean,
dots.
you shouldn't be afraid of the Most High, really. Well, maybe you should, but just remember, if you're afraid of it, wait 10 minutes, and it won't be the Most High.
Afraid that you might accidentally take the mark of the beast? God will not let you do it. But there is a place you must be. You must abide under the shadow of the Almighty. You must be in the sheepfold.
Right.
The sheepfold.
Are you hearing me?
I am hearing you. I don't believe what I'm hearing, but I am hearing you.
I don't know. I've heard that horrible thing happen to sheep in the
Well,
middle of the night.
If you're in the fold, you
Poor
never
sheep.
know. It could be your turn next.
Yeah. Poor
Just
sheep.
saying.
Leave the
sheepfold.
leave the barnyard animals alone. Gosh.
Yeah, for God's sake, it's worse than Adam.
You should, if you're a good Christian, you should be in the sheepfold.
Yeah.
I don't know.
You must be in the sheepfold, meaning you must be a sheep.
Oh.
There you go.
Okay. Okay.
Makes sense.
Okay.
Yeah, makes a lot of
Yeah.
sense.
Yeah, it does.
Okay. We're sheep.
Jesus knows whether or not you're a wolf in sheep's clothing. In fact, I've got that in my notes here about
Wow,
wolves in
in
sheep's
your
clothing.
notes.
Really?
Okay?
Oh, that's amazing.
I'm telling you, God, if you are in the sheepfold of Jesus Christ, the wolf will come, but Jesus will not let him in. David is a
Okay.
type of Christ, and when a lion stole a lamb out of his father's flock, what did David do?
He fucked him up.
Chased the lion down, grabbed
Fucked
him
him
by
up.
the beard, punched him in the face
Ouch.
to
Yeah.
make the lion let go of that lamb. That ain't me.
That ain't me.
Yeah.
Okay. What would you do to the lion then?
Nothing at all, I guess. You out of
Well,
luck.
I'm guessing you chase after him and fuck him in the.
So you've all heard the John R. Butler song, "Hand of the Almighty."
No.
God fucked him up. That one? No.
No. I don't know
Oh,
that one.
Okay, I gotta post this thing. I'll post it for you guys. It's like it's a wonderful country song that everybody should listen to. I will post this. It will
my
stick in your mind.
goodness.
And there were some sheep over there, and he knew them in the biblical way. This is all about. Yep, this is awesome. Anyway, I just posted a link to it. Everybody, please listen to this song. I started playing it for my sister and my niece. They have extremely religious offspring, and I said, "Oh, you got to play this for your daughter. You know, 'cause she'll appreciate a country song about Christianity. It's really wonderful."
Oopsie.
I'm not that brave. Okay?
No.
I've
I
watched
can
me and
see
Sterling
that.
sat in my office and watch lion videos, and I'm not doing it. But Christ is. David wasn't afraid, and neither is Jesus Christ.
Wait,
But you
wait,
have
wait,
to.
wait. Did he say he sits in his office watching lion videos?
He does, yes, quite often.
I mean, is that like watching cat videos? It's like lion videos is a thing? I don't know.
But it's just in case he happens to end up in some kind of arena with a load of lions.
I guess so.
Just he knows how it's going to go down. Because obviously he thinks, this is important to know, information to know. Everybody
That's
should be
good.
aware of what lions do. I mean, there are a lot of lions in America, apparently.
Well, we could take the literalist to task too. I mean, come on. I mean, you're a believer, right? Don't you have the armor of God or whatever up against some lions? I mean, what is there to be afraid of? You're afraid to go meet Jesus?
Also, how many times do you think a lion just kidnaps a sheep and then just goes off with it?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not sure. I would have thought, bearing in mind the size difference and the strength difference, that they wouldn't just just bite the sheep in half and just go, "Oh, okay, that was a tasty snack. Let's move on."
Mm-hmm.
Oh, look, there's loads of sheep here. But no, apparently this particular lion just went, "Oh, look, if I gently pick up the sheep in my mouth, and then I can just hop out, run away, and then everything will be fine. I'll be perfectly fine." I mean, this is the logic, right? Animals don't act like animals in the Bible. I've noticed this. They tend to act like teenagers. That's my opinion, right?
Yeah, that's a good example.
Donkeys talk. Snakes just convince women of things.
What is he selling here exactly? You should be like a sheep, and then he's talking about lions. That doesn't sound like a good idea.
Yeah. Well, it's all right. David will look after you. I mean, Jesus will look. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Somebody will look after you.
I hope so.
Yeah. He's obviously forgotten about the Colosseum and the Christians and the lions, because God didn't do an awful lot for them, did he?
He is a downer. I mean, don't look for a spiritual uplifting or anything. He is a downer.
Be in the sheepfold. You have to abide under the shadow of his wings. Verse 2, I will say of the Lord, he is my refuge and
Whose
my
wings?
fortress, my God, in him will I trust. Surely. What does the word surely mean?
Don't call me Shirley.
Yeah, I was going to say, it's a woman's name. What's the problem here?
Absolutely,
And
certainly.
Also, why does God suddenly have wings? Why does God need wings? I don't understand. This doesn't make any sense at
To
all.
wrap around you.
Surely, this doesn't make any sense at all.
Don't call me Shirley.
Without a doubt, surely he shall deliver thee from the snare of the fowler and from the noisome pestilence.
Yeah, see, it's somebody comparing it to
Fowler?
burning. Yeah.
Fowler? Where did that come from? I thought it was sheep you were talking about.
Falconry or something.
Oh my goodness!
We need Grayson here for that. That's what his dad was into. Falconry or something.
Okay.
Yeah,
Don't
this
think it would.
comparing
Don't
it
think
to,
it would help, because I don't
to-
think this guy knows what he's talking about. I'm
Yeah.
becoming convinced. I think he means shepherd, not fowler.
Well, there's a meaning to this story that he's missing, obviously.
Well, there's several
know.
meanings.
Yeah.
The problem is he's missing all of them.
Usually though, I mean, if you look for the little bits in there, I mean, okay, it's about a farm or a pestilence or a death or something awful happened, and an explanation for it in a Bible story, and you can grant you that somebody had a tragedy in their life and they wrote a story about it. That's not hard to follow. These other things, though, come on, man. I'm going to call you Shirley. Surely you jest, right? Come on.
He will protect you. He shall cover thee with his feathers, and under his wings.
What?
He has feathers.
What do you mean feathers?
Feathers.
What the fuck kind of fantasy is this?
I don't know.
Okay.
Feathers and the wings. They're
Feathers.
protecting you.
Oh, the wings. Okay, I get it. Feathers. And got it? Okay. I'm following this.
Them and iron chariots. And I mean, God has his limits, right?
Shalt thou trust, and his truth shall be thy shield and buckler. And what did we say his truth was? The word of God is thy shield. Remember, we have a shield of what? Faith. Faith is the word of God. Faith comes.
Now, wait a minute.
I thought it was feathers. Feathers or faith?
You don't have any because you ain't going to go step in there with that lion and save that person, right? Didn't you say earlier that not brave like Jesus, but
I thought it was a woolen kind of fleece or something.
Yeah, but you're supposed to have faith in Jesus, and now he has faith in Jesus, but he didn't before. Just mind you. Sure.
By hearing, and hearing by the word of God. Then he says, thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day. Now, I've been dealing and battling fear, depression, anxiety for several years now. I never used to be that way. But it's just something that's happened to me. I don't know why. I'll bear it. If it's a thorn of God, I will bear it.
Maybe
and I will
he
accept
should
God's grace.
Rethink his profession.
Yeah, or his marriage.
Fear and anxiety depression.
I have those days. I mean, it's like, why am I sick? And it's like, then you realize because you are, and I try to be a realist most days, but it gets tiresome. But you have somebody to blame, right? That's the point of the thing. It's why are you thanking somebody that you should be blaming?
Yeah, but he said a thorn of God, like he's being punished. Like I hate the way these people look at mental health.
Yeah,
they have such a disgusting view of mental health.
Yes, they do.
It's ridiculous. It's just horrible the way that they think about mental health and what they should do about it. And
pray it away.
And it's a punishment for something that they've done wrong. And if he wants to take that on himself, that's fine. But they teach that to kids. They teach that to women. And it's just, it's disgusting.
Yeah, it's that victim mentality that Christians seem to have, right? Jesus was suffered on the cross. And any suffering that happens in life is just us being more like Jesus. And so that's a good thing. It's terrible, really. It's terrible. It's such a shame, especially as you say, Robin. When they put it on the children so young, right? They literally set themselves up as part of the indoctrination, I guess. Oh, and Roman Catholics with us. Thank you so much again for joining us, Roman. That's really nice of you. And any questions or stuff in chat? Unfortunately, Scott's not here. He's normally the one that really loves to engage. But if anybody does want to engage with anything Roman's saying, please be respectful. Also, hello to Sydney. Well, thank you very much for being here. And also to Kevin. I loved what you've been doing recently, Kevin. Thank you so much for joining us.
Hello.
And
How you doing?
So
the ape man. Said my mic is down a little bit. Might be my voice not carrying well. I've been a little raspy lately. Robin is about perfect on the volume. Okay.
Of course, I'm about perfect. Perfect. Yes.
Let's see.
She's all set up for later tonight. Of course, everybody afterwards this, we're going to be going over to Robin's. I think it starts in about 4 hours, if I'm not mistaken, Robin. So
3,
yeah.
I think it's 3. It starts at 8
3
my
hours.
time, so 3 hours.
Okay,
Yeah.
3 hours. So in 3 hours, Robin's got a birthday hangout, so everybody go over there. Please remember to sub to her channel. Link is down below, etc., etc.
We've got $2 from the Moon Dog. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you,
Supporting the
Moon.
channel.
You know what you are? You're a star, and you know what you do?
We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast. We love toast.
We appreciate you supporting the
Yeah.
channel. All
We
that
thought you were
do.
going to play the You Rock thing. So,
You also rock as well, by the way.
yeah, like Simos said, you have perfect for the You Rock one.
I'll look for it.
That's all right. That's all right. We
Oh, well.
don't.
You rock, let's rock with the fire in our veins. Rock on till the skies, till the thunder and rain. All hail Bigfoot, the legend, the king. He walks among shadows, the wild spirits sing.
All right. So just to catch everybody up,
Good rock.
this guy's talking about Ephesians with an F, Ephesians, and
Mike loves Ephesians.
yeah, and he's been talking about his wife being demon possessed and jumping on him.
Oh,
Yep,
man.
yep. And the armor of God and the breastplate of the Lord
Yeah.
and all that.
Didn't do him no
bullshit.
good
Yeah,
because
should
he's
have
still
had
afraid.
should have had the chastity belt of Christ.
We had happy birthday, Robin.
Thank you, Moondog.
And endure it. But I don't like it. But I am telling you, that on the worst day ever of your life, Christ will be there and you will not be afraid. You
Sounds
will
like
not
my
be.
lawyer.
Yes, you will. You'll be totally afraid and will not help with the lion. You've already said.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
not that brave. But Let's Farm is
Yeah.
dropping some green on the channel as well. It's $2.
On the
Happy
worst day of
birthday,
my life,
Robin. Love you.
I have my lawyer with me. So he must be Jesus.
And you will be afraid. Just even if it's not what's coming at you, it'll be the
I was
bill that
afraid.
comes after.
We got.
Even my lawyer was afraid. So,
How about
I don't think
some
that's possible.
some Bigfoot and some toast? Here we go.
Bigfoot and toast, toast is good.
Here you go.
Nice.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's Farm. Rock on.
Okay. So yeah, you will not be alone, and you will not be afraid. Apparently,
Right.
although
But you will be because you're
but-
a big
yeah.
wuss. That would knock over the old women and their walkers and children and everything. To get out of the way. Get on the lifeboat. Me first.
Yeah, he said when he was running, he wouldn't run after a lion like David did. He would be too scared.
Right.
So yeah, that's what Dave was referring to, by the way.
Yeah, it's well, that's fine to be cowardly, but self-preservation and all. But hey, when you're doing it for Jesus, though, I mean, that's supposed to be like a good thing or something, isn't it? Really showing your faith or whatever. I don't know. It just seems like he's the first one to say, "Oh no, I ain't gonna do it though." Right? First one out the door. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not doing it. Somebody else can do it. So, yeah.
I think he also said that he had a dream where he woke up afraid because his wife was a demon or something, right?
Right. That's
I don't know.
She's making some odd noises in the middle of the evening.
Oh dear.
Verse 7, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. Only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Because thou hast made the Lord, which is my refuge, even the Most High, thy habitation. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. For he shall what? He shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. How many?
What does that even
What?
fucking mean? What does that even mean?
I'm lost too. I mean,
I'm
no matter what I say goes. Is that what it is?
No plagues.
that's-
I think that was just no plagues happening.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna say that if I was going to church back when I went to church, if my pastor had got up and first of all started telling about dreams, because you know, we all dream, and I'm glad I don't have to share all of my stupid dreams with people. And second of all, then admitted that he was having mental health issues.
Right.
I probably would not want to really necessarily take much of what he said later on as like something that I think that I should take real seriously. Maybe like consider sending him to see a doctor and
Some help.
maybe don't listen to him actually, as he may not be the best place to be telling people stuff.
Was that Ephesians or was that Quentin Tarantino?
Not sure, but I think he should probably read some Jordan Peterson. That might help him.
Yeah,
Because then
make his bed.
then he'd probably clean up that wiring mess behind him.
Yes.
Of you would raise your hand because you know for a fact that at a certain time an angel or angels protected you from dying? Raise your hand. Look at there.
What?
Yeah, no, I definitely remember a certain time when an angel saved me
Come
from
on.
dying. Because, my
What was her
balls were
name?
my balls
What
were
was her-
about to bust, and I really needed it.
Yeah.
So,
What was her
yeah.
name, Simos?
I couldn't possibly divulge that online.
Yeah. I've been saved from by some angels. Yeah.
I mean, the only thing was, the couple emergency surgeries I've had that I don't remember anything about.
Yeah, no,
I
there's
mean,
a
that
good
was
point.
that was the saving grace. Is you don't remember a goddamn thing. You just 1 minute it's like, well, breathe deeply, and the next minute you're in recovery.
Oh, that
And
is
then
a
they say,
that is a really good point. My saving angel was Maria, as it goes. Spanish surgeon.
Hmm.
Thank you, Dave. That is a really good shout.
I thought you were going to say the 7 Spanish angels.
Team of them, of course, but
Yeah, it's amazing though that you close your eyes and you wake up and hopefully things went well.
yeah.
All over this building.
All over? Oh, that's a
So
terrible
you
mess.
believe in them, don't you? If there are good angels there, they're there for a reason. It's because there are bad ones there. And the
that
good
makes
ones
sense.
are.
Oh, that fucking makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, right. Way to go at the problem of evil.
Gotta have the good ones with the bad ones.
If there's good ones, there's got to be some bad ones. You know how
just the way
God
it
is. You know
Yeah.
how God is, right? You don't like anything for free.
Are helping to protect and keep you from the effects of those bad ones. Now, that does not mean that God will not test you. That's a different subject. Because I believe God tests our faith. Our faith, that's what 1 Peter is all about, that the trial of your...
Yeah, listening to you is just testing
It's
anybody.
testing my fucking patience. That's
Hey, somebody was asking about me. Yeah, they're gonna try another round of chemos on me. So I don't know why my voice has been raspy lately. I haven't been doing any drugs.
So I had a conversation with a friend who has a friend who worked at the Mayo Clinic in research and recently resigned and retired. She was working on with mice. They were trying to get it into human trials. They found a way to identify pancreatic cancer and blast it out surgically with basically a chemotherapy that was directed at the tumor, and it was extremely promising. And so 500,000 people a year die from pancreatic cancer, and 50,000 in the U.S., and 25,000 of them voted for Trump, who was the one that canceled her research project. Yeah. Isn't that nice?
Well,
you get what you voted for.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's too late once you've already voted for it. That's a shame.
So like 25,000 probably Trump supporters are going to have to thank him for that.
He cut funding for a lot of things. I mean, they just see it as it's kind of a waste. I mean, something that doesn't produce immediately is seen as some kind of a waste. Yeah.
Wasn't there? I heard a story that some people have been doing some research, and they'd managed to get a diagnosis for some disease. I can't exactly remember what it was. It was a particular type of cancer, I think. Like, I don't know exactly, lymphoma or something like that. And AI had using AI, they'd managed to get the length or the time that you could predict whether somebody was going to get it back another like 18 months or something ridiculously long. So they could
that was pancreatic cancer, and that was a Mayo Clinic too.
That was pancreatic cancer. Okay.
Yep. And I think they pushed it back like 4 years so they could catch it at stage 1, basically, with AI.
Yeah, that's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah. Yep.
Anyway, just thought I'd mention how good science is. Well, this guy's talking about faith.
Hey, I could have gone wobbly on a ladder or something too, and things could have been a lot worse. So, and I didn't fall over either. I could have fell over. Some could have pinched me, and I could have fell over too. And I try to thank my lucky stars, so to speak, right?
Yep.
Even on the hard days. So, what are you gonna do?
Yeah, weren't you on a ladder like a half an hour before you fell? Something like that.
And several days I was up on the roof, and my son and I tore off half of the roof together. So I had open roof and everything. I mean, I scooched around. I knew something wasn't right, so I scooched around a little bit. I wasn't up and trotting around the roof like I normally do. But I was up there, and that's what a lot of people thought was that I had an accident.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I was bracing myself for the text message that you fell off the roof, and then I heard about your cancer.
Yep, I'm the same way. I was the same way. I was like, oh my gosh, he would have been on the roof. He fell off the roof.
Get off the roof.
It could have been a lot worse, and like I said, in a way, they wouldn't have noticed that I had a big old bump on the back of my head either. I mean, that's the one that was the time bomb, right? Was pushing on stuff, so it just decided to push at the right time. So you're screwed. I mean,
yeah.
Something like that happens, and there's not much you can do about it. I mean, so.
And recovery, David, it takes a long time to recover, especially when you get older, right? So just got to be real patient.
That's I said. Well, at least I'm young and I can fight and all this stuff. And it's like, yeah, but some days it's like, what are you fighting for? You know.
You just got to be patient. Things will get better or they won't. But what you got to hold out that hope that it's going to get better, because a lot of people do make very good recoveries from this.
Well, that's what I said. I was getting a lot of good news except for the one spot. So.
Oh, that's yeah. I totally know what you're talking about. I'm still getting like aches and pains and little things where I think, oh, maybe this isn't gone as well as I'd hoped. But then,
Right.
What do? You get up the next day and you go back to set your expectations again and go on. And like as I say, there's going to come a time when you're not fighting the disease so much as you're fighting the medication that they give you for it. Right? And that's just a matter of time then before they stop giving you the medication and you're done and you can get on. So that's the thing, right?
So everybody should pray for Let's Farm. He's going to be doing a 42.8 degree slope roof in August. Pray for him.
I would suggest buying a lot of sheep to surround the house with in case you do make the fall.
Yeah.
Oh, they got them nice harnesses now. You can tack yourself in, and you're not going anywhere if you're not keen on it. Tack yourself in. Put the harness on. Comes in a kit. Any home improvement place, and put the dang thing on. It's better than falling, right?
There was a man in St. Paul, Minnesota that came up with a really good idea. He hooked a rope over the roof and hooked it to the bumper of his car. And it was a good idea until his wife went to the store.
Oopsie.
Yeah.
That really happened.
Yeah, well, she was a demon. What can you say?
Yeah, she was.
Yeah, waiting for the opportunity.
Yeah, she knew. She knew what she was doing.
Hi, Vesta. Fatal heart attack when he was shingling the barn roof. He was straddled on the roof's peak. Yeah, it's strenuous being on the roof, especially when you have a pitch to deal with. And farm bought a harness. There you go. People fighting cancer. Yeah, there's people that fight cancer. There's people that cancer goes away. Mine's doing good. And you got the problem though. And one day it can just go bad on you. So it really sucks. So, but most days I'm okay.
Positive mental attitude. Come on now.
I know. Most days I'm okay, and I think of other people, and so we'll just see how it goes. They're still scheduling me. They scheduled me all the way out to August. So
exactly.
I had my doctor was chuckling about it. That I plan to see you. And it's like, all right. So they don't think I'm that bad. I don't look that bad. Just some days it just feel like crap. Looking at all the pills, and I think of my grandparents' jokes about people with all their pills, and it is kind of depressing. So that's why I watch goofballs like this guy.
Yeah, it's bad, but it ain't that bad.
Talk about giants. So we'll see what else we got here. Come on.
All about your faith being tried. So I believe that God will let those devils, those spirits, interact with us, like in my dream, or at times when, I had devils all over me telling me to leave my wife, telling me to quit the church, telling me to move out of here, to get out, telling me to leave Kenya on 2 different occasions, both 2 trips to Kenya. I had to endure that. For weeks, I endured that. And I know it's...
I'm going to suggest... mental health problems.
Well, I mean, also, did he not look around the place, Kenya? Did he not just look around and go, "Oh shit, it's
Let's get out of
I'm
here."
staying. I got fresh water. I don't have to walk to go and get water every day. You know what I mean? I don't have to suffer. I've got as much food as I can eat. I've got, I'm staying in a lovely chalet with electricity and internet. But I've got people telling me to leave. You thought you would just look around and go, shit, actually, that's pretty fucking good. I don't have to worry too much right now, do I? At least it could be worse. I could be staying in that hut down the road, which is the guy's got to walk 4 miles to get water every day. I mean, it's crazy. This is crazy talk. Mind you, Kenya is quite wealthy because they do quite a lot of tourism.
Well, it looks pretty modern all behind him. I mean,
Yeah, apart from the cabling.
It's real. And God was strengthening me. He was teaching my hands how to know warfare. He was teaching my fingers to fight, David said in the book of Psalms. And how do we fight those things? We pray. And we pull the Bible out and we read scriptures like Psalm 91. Who was just now blessed by reading this psalm? Say amen. You see how it works? Just pull this old Bible out on him. He might hang around for a while, but he can't stand it very long. Even Satan himself, being in the presence of Jesus Christ, eventually he left him for a season because he could not bear to be in the presence of the Holy One of God. And think of these devils as beasts, because that's what they are.
The devils are beasts.
Yeah.
So whatever day that God created beasts, which he created all the beasts of the earth or something. So I don't know.
Well, the oxen
beasts fall in on that creation.
Aren't the oxen known as the beasts of burden or something?
Yeah.
Yeah, devil. It's the devil. The winged creatures. Beasts. Lions. I mean, it's quite interesting that all of the bad shit is the stuff that the Babylonians used to worship. Like their kings were known as lions. That was the sacred symbol for kingship.
I got your picture. I got your picture, Robin. The penguin.
Oh yeah, especially the penguins. Yeah, they're definitely evil. Have you seen the way they look at you?
Yeah. Before we quit, I just wanted to do it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Put it up on. Go ahead. Put it up on there.
Oh no! I mean, I wanted you to. I was gonna make an announcement when you showed it, so that's why.
No, skeptic. We haven't had the devil cast out of us by reading that there damn Bible. By the way, Jesus was a Buddhist.
Okay, I didn't know you wanted to do it yet. I didn't mean to interrupt us. Okay, yeah, I was gonna make an announcement. I don't know if everybody can see this good. Pangburn. Everybody knows I'm kind of affiliated with Pangburn, and Travis Pangburn is going to build a school in Uganda. I cannot pronounce the name of the exact place, but I do have more information on it.
Really?
Yes, and if you notice, so I've been made the director of fundraising. So I will be in charge of fundraising. So if there's anybody who knows anything about fundraising that can give me some tips or help, whatever. And I'm not here begging for money right now. I've got to get everything like my plan kind of together and what I'm going to do. But if anybody would be interested in helping to if you know anything about fundraising, I would appreciate any advice that you can give me. But it will be we're going to dig a well and put a garden there too, so that the kids will have clean water and they can raise their own food. So,
And don't forget, you can follow Robin and everybody else in the description, links to their channels.
thanks,
And
Dave.
help everybody out, including getting everybody them numbers that they want. All right? If you're not subscribed, get over there and get subscribed. We got to help out some of these channels get bumped up. Let's see.
They are like, and I'm using the word beast, that's a Bible term, animals. Think
Official
of it that
Bible
way. They have a nature and a way about them that they cannot escape. And let me take a moment to explain that to you for a minute.
Uh-oh.
Apart from the sheep.
We got 3 of the stupidest dogs in my house I've ever seen in my life.
Oh,
I'm
man.
not surprised. I'm not surprised.
Yeah. There are no stupid dogs, sir.
Yeah.
Kind of gave that one away, you know. All right.
Are they demons?
Oh,
Yes, yeah, obviously. Yeah, demon-possessed dogs. Yeah.
breaking the wind in the middle of the night.
Oh, yeah.
Demonic.
I can't stand them. And one of them is a male.
Oh, the worst. The worst type.
Wow.
And he is after those 2 females every 38 seconds.
Neuter.
time.
It makes me so mad.
Yeah, I mean, you know, a little snip, and you pick him up a half hour later. You know, I mean.
Oh, I can tell a lot about you when you don't like dogs.
Well, I mean, obviously this dog is out of control, so.
Yeah, obviously. No, like you can get it neutered, but like if you don't even like your own dogs,
Yeah.
there might be something wrong with you, not the dogs.
No.
Now, why does he do that? It's in his nature. Dogs do not choose mates like we do.
Oh, really?
They don't
Like
fall in
Adam
love.
did.
Are you sure
They
about
choose mates based upon seasons, scent, and instinct.
that? Just like humans.
And you can't
I
stop
mean-
them from it.
Just tell me the difference anytime you're ready.
Yeah.
There's just no way. There's no way to train it out of them. It's there and it's going to stay there. And if you think your pet
Yeah.
poodle loves you and would never hurt you, if you died in your house and no one came to your house to find you, your dog will eat you.
Hey,
That happened up in St. Louis. This guy was raising pit bulls, and he had a pit bull in his house, and his pit bull turned on him, killed him. They didn't find him for several days. He ended up missing.
Yeah.
They finally went to his house.
I wonder how many
Exactly.
people got up and
There-
left this sermon after this speech right here. Like I would have got up and left. Like there is no, like this guy is very disturbing
Yeah.
with the other things
Yeah.
he said, and then this right here.
Yeah.
But, you know,
it's
if
actually
he
the same.
died, if he died and his kids were locked in the house for 3 months, I think they'd probably eat him too. I don't know.
Well, I love the fact he's just equated pit bulls and poodles. I mean, there's no difference. They're both killers, right? They'll both attack you. They'll eat you. No
Mom,
problem at all. You know, poodles. They're dangerous. They're fucking dangerous breed, poodles.
I actually have been very fond of some pit bulls in my lifetime, so I can't.
Yeah.
What about poodles?
Anyway, somebody in the
You
chat,
You ever
Jocelyn
been
20,
scared of a poodle?
No, we had a
Jocelyn
poodle growing
25
up.
suggested they get the dog fixed. Has he
Yeah.
not heard of neutering?
Yeah.
There you go. As you say, it's usually the owner's fault.
Call it dog whisperer.
Is it Jocelyn or Jacqueline? I don't know. I
Jacqueline.
like either one. What is it?
Some men are dogs. Lots of men are dogs.
They are.
I prefer cats, but it depends in the recipe. Yeah, some good Chinese food. Hey,
They will get
Yes.
even. They already are even probably. Because like, I bet they don't believe in demons and stuff. So
we're good there. All right, we'll stay. We're safe. We're safe. I'm almost 58. I have only ever been bitten by one dog. It was a chow, my own fault. Yeah, I ran from a dog one time when I was out, when I was a kid. I got bit.
yeah, I think chows. My uncle had a chow for years, and it got older. It ended up biting him. I think chows have, there's always been sort of a myth around them too.
Certain dogs act a certain way.
Well, also in my limited experience, like when dogs get short-sighted, they don't know what they're biting. They don't recognize an awful lot, right? So when they get older, they quite often just forget or don't have the senses. So
Yes.
they just go after movement more than anything.
Hello, James. How you doing? Good to see you out and about.
Oh, hello, James. Good to see you again. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by.
Yeah,
Yes. Hello,
the one and
James.
only James Apperson.
Hi, James.
The body was with the pit bull. So that's how devils are. They have a beast nature that they cannot escape. They cannot choose what we choose. They do not have free will. They do what God made.
Oh, don't they have free will? I mean, they rebelled, right? I mean, isn't that a form of free will?
I hope so. Otherwise, God's a shitty God. I mean, I'm just saying. Yeah.
So,
Mind you, to be fair, if I was Lucifer, I'd have got pretty pissed off with an eternity of going, oh, you're the best, you're the greatest. Oh, hello, good morning, you're the greatest, you're the best, you're the best, you're the greatest. Well done,
right.
you. So, yes, no, that's great, that's great. Do you know what? Fuck this. I'm going to try the opposition. Oh, no, I am the opposition. Hey, guys, anybody want to go to a party? I mean, it sounds reasonable to me. What's the name of that film? Sorry, what's the name of that film? Oh no, where with Peter Cook and Dudley Moore. I'm gonna look it up. I've spoken about it before. Is it Bedazzled or something? Peter Cook and Dudley Moore. Film. It's a great little film.
Yes, I miss Dudley Moore.
Bedazzled. Yeah, that's the one. Bedazzled. Great film.
Yeah, I miss Dudley Moore. Dudley Moore was so good.
And Pete Cook as well. I mean, just brilliant. Anyway, yeah, there we go. Sorry, I did this, just sorry to dismiss, but
they were talking about smacking their toes in the chat, and give me the weebie-jeebies.
Gravity.
Stubbing your toe, smacking your toe, dropping something on your toe. My dog loves to step right on the end of my toe. I mean, he aims for it. It's like, dude, you're about, too heavy to step on the end of my toes. Yeah, and then they give you intelligent design, right? With your stupid little toes and stupid little toenails and stupid toes. Dogs step right on them.
okay. Yeah, let me just look for this. See?
Do you understand that? Okay? So when we read Ephesians 6,
Still in Ephesians, Mike. So
Still on Ephesians, dude. We're not getting there, are we?
Yeah, I've been looking at the whole thing. So
verse 11,
Paul wrote a letter. Paul wrote a letter to the Ephesians for some reason, and this is, anyway, it's interesting.
the whole armor of God that you may be able to stand against the wiles of the devil. Is that verse still valid? Is that still real? Sister Betty came to me and she told me that she has friends that question her all the time about the Bible, and they say that Bible was written for people thousands of years ago, but it doesn't have anything to do with us now.
Yes and no.
Well, yes and no, yeah.
That's the problem. I mean, some things are what you would call timeless, and some things don't make no sense. Even 100 years or 10 years down the road, things change. So, yeah, there's a lot of problems with those books.
Yeah, in Ephesians 5, I think they were talking about children making crass and coarse jokes. I guess that hasn't changed.
Yeah, well, remember what God does to people to children who mock bogmen.
Yeah.
Boy, those people are so wrong and so ignorant. And I'm not saying ignorant in a bad way. They are ignorant. They don't know that this Bible is more right now than it ever has been. They don't read their Bible.
Right. The eternal word of God is right now more than it ever has been.
The irony.
I mean, how ridiculous.
Yeah.
Does he not think about what he's saying? Really?
Especially 6:5, slaves obey your earthly masters with respect and fear. I mean, that's more right than it ever has been, right? Right.
Yeah, and fear. Make sure you get the fear in there.
And with
Like
sincerity
Jesus,
in heart.
you gotta fear Jesus, and God, the ever-loving, omnibenevolent God. You must fear that.
So it's not against flesh and blood. The battle is not against who's in the White House.
Oh, really?
Really?
And it never was.
They sure didn't think that when Biden was president.
I was gonna say.
All of that changed in 2024. Now it really does matter.
Yeah, now. Yeah.
The Antichrist.
Who's in your house?
The Antichrist.
You get that?
Yeah. Is it your wife?
That was good. I'll write that down. Use that.
Fought in the middle of the night.
We wrestle not against flesh and blood, but against principalities. These are all devils now. Principalities, princes. Means they have authority.
That's
and
not
power.
what principality is, by the way.
They got some power, all right.
Wonder if we could put another keyword on there about people he wants to fight against.
Yeah, principalities and all the demons and all of it. It's a persecution thing, isn't it? That they're getting targeted all the time, and they're fighting the fight for you. So, okay.
It means that they have power to cause people to do things.
Right.
Non-believers. Or they try to use that power against you.
Non-believers.
No.
What? Like what? No. Nobody has power to make non-believers do stuff. It's the people who believe this nonsense who they have power over. Not the rest of us.
He said it so himself. He said that, he's being attacked all the time because he's a believer.
Yeah, I mean, like that they have power. You know, these whoever you're finding is these evil people in the White House or whatever. They have power over you because you believe this, not because you disbelieve this.
Spooky's wishing you a good, happy stream later, Robin.
Thank you, Spooky. Everybody from Great Britain is telling me, okay,
I would love to come, but like this is in the middle of the night. So, and if you don't make it spooky,
Right.
I understand.
We understand.
To influence you in some way or to cause you to sin against the rulers of the darkness of this world. Now I want you to think about this in real terms. Are there animals that only come out at night?
Real terms?
Sure there are.
Yeah.
And what they are examples to us of spirits that are in the spiritual realm. God.
No, they're examples of they hunt good at night, or they elude being caught at night, or whatever the reason is that they are night dwellers. Right?
Spirits in the spiritual realm. Who'd have thunk it?
Yeah, anything that roams around and takes advantage of the dark is somehow an evil spirit, right? I mean, a lot of predators, and there's all kinds of things that take advantage of the darkness. That's mighty weak. Mighty weak.
Yeah, that's mighty weaker than a duck.
That's weak. I mean, come on.
Although ducks are winged things, and therefore obviously beasts and the devil.
I understand the stigmas, that it's nighttime, so it's spooky or whatever. But yeah, there's a lot of a realm, that we don't take notice of that's going on in the dark. So it's just yeah, you do that good, Simos.
Wrote this book as like a Boy Scout's guide to devils, to show us what they're like and what they'll do and what they can and cannot do.
I can't remember
Rulers of the
that
darkness
bad.
of this.
Someone tell the Catholics it's like for the Boy Scouts.
Yeah, I can't remember getting that bad. The anti-devil badge or whatever, or devil killer badge. I don't know.
This world and against spiritual wickedness. Spiritual. There he names the spirit. They're spirits. Spiritual wickedness in high places. And my whole point is this. All of us, or most of us.
Oh, he's got a point to all this.
Oh, okay. Interesting.
Okay.
Have lived in America all of our lives.
Right.
And we think in
But you're in Kenya, right? Okay.
Yeah.
American ways. We think that we don't pay attention to devils and spirits and ghosts and creatures of darkness like that. We don't think of them that way because
why not?
America is I guess we think of ourselves as a higher thinking people. And the public school system has taught us that there is no spirits and there's no God, there's only evolution, and there's only...
Oh. There's no God, there's only evolution.
Yeah, apart from the wife,
Obviously,
of course.
Obviously, he didn't learn. Because he still believes in this crap.
Yeah, right.
And you can believe in your God and go to church and do all kind of good science.
And yet, every day, they're all around him. He can't get rid of them.
Yeah.
But I will say that, like, you should only believe in things that there's evidence for. So,
yeah,
if you can, if you have sufficient evidence to believe in your God, then okay, then believe in it. Demons, like, make sure that you have some sufficient evidence for whatever you believe in.
Yeah, we go with Peter Atkins that there's no good reason to, and yeah, but I mean, show good reason. That's all. It's very simple.
Yeah.
Show good reason.
Yeah, religion is just evidence of a lazy mind. I think that's what you're alluding to.
And
I would tend to agree.
Why bother finding out an answer, right?
Where's Bree? Bree here?
Hey, yeah, Bree's here. Thank you. Hello, Bree.
Hi, Bree. How you doing?
So I posted a link to the Murder Chicken song. It's I think it's
Murder
AI generated.
Uh,
But the Murder Chicken, it's pretty goddamn good.
the murder chicken.
Yeah, the Murder Chicken
This one here.
talks about it being a demon. Anyway, pretty good song.
I'm just going to put up the link there to Wikipedia for that film. It's an excellent film.
Oh, Bedazzled. Was 67? Are you kidding?
No, I'm not kidding.
Holy shit! I was
It's-
16.
It's a great film. No, you weren't. Come, stop lying, Mike.
Yeah, well, 1600. So
Yeah, I was
Robin, you're going to be 25,000 days old in about 6 months, 6 months.
Really?
Yeah, you're 24,837 now, give or
That's
take a
way.
day.
Yeah, that's way too many freaking zeros to be added on to
Well-
anything on my name.
You should celebrate that. I went for a trip up in the North Woods in Minnesota on my 25,000th day.
Somebody said that when there were people were talking about their age, and they said, "Oh, I'm 52 and 7 months." So I just wrote in chat, "I'm 21 and a lot of months." And I think that's probably the best way to look at it, as far as I'm
It is.
concerned.
So, what is the date? Did you say, Mike, of my 25,000 day? What?
You're 24,837 now, so you got to figure it out. So you're about 173 away from 25,000.
Okay.
So what is that? 173 divided by about 30.
Just over
So-
6 months, isn't
I was promised there'd be no math, so like,
it?
man.
Yeah.
but maybe I'll stream on my 25,000 day, whatever.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I go to the days between date calculator and check the box to include the current day, and that'll give you a calculation. I'm 27,517, so I'm older than you. But
Yeah.
that's in years, Simos. Years, 27,517.
Yes, thank you. I was going to say that was the year you were born. Yeah. I told Missing Mod that I was at school with Darwin the other day.
Hey, Ape, how you doing? And Sandals is in there. How you doing, folks?
What we can see in microscopes and telescopes and see in the world around us. So
Yeah,
we
fuck
have
that.
sort of just developed this idea that
Yeah.
Yeah.
spirits and all these things that we see in the Bible were for people 2,000 or 3,000 years ago, but they don't
That's
exist
right.
now. And I'm telling you, they do. They
Didn't
exist
then
now.
either.
And
Yeah.
you can see.
I'd love
They
to. I'd love to hear
didn't,
your evidence for that claim, but I don't think we're going to get any, even a citation.
And when you go looking, a lot of those things had meanings that are not the meanings that they're using them for. So the translation issue comes into play and everything. That a lot of these things are just, well, it's a bad place to live, right? That's what the translation comes out to be, to some kind of monster or something, and that's not even in there, right? So come on, relax a little bit. These things were not real. They just weren't real.
So Netflix
They-
just came out with a documentary called Skinwalker Ranch,
Oh boy.
and
Oh, well.
and I had to watch a little bit of it. I watched about 20 minutes spotting around, and you get stupider and stupider as you watch it. It's just amazing. Everybody ought to check this out.
I recommend the Eddie Murphy one. I
a
watched
lot of these things we've learned, and Trees pointed it out doing the show and stuff on Grassman and all the monsters and werewolves and everything else, and that it's just man at its worst, right? And we make up these stories because we can't believe that human beings can be so awful to each other, right? That we have so many monster stories of doing inhumane things. So
Well, it just comes from a time where everybody was ignorant of science, really, and people had little critical thinking skills. They had little education, and they would naturally just keep coming up with shit to explain something that they didn't understand, right? So if somebody, I don't know, say was abducted, right? Then they had to make up a reason for it because they couldn't believe that it was somebody in their community doing it. Right? So that's
at
what
one point in
happens.
this,
They make shit up.
at one point in this documentary, they sent some clay in for analysis, and they found aluminum, magnesium, and potassium in the clay. So obviously, it was metallic. That is the chemical composition of clay. And they deduced that it was obviously there's something metallic down there. It's like it had aluminum in it.
What's weird is that for some reason their God never protects them from this kind of stuff either.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Exactly.
The evidence of it. And so I just started thinking of supernatural things that are beyond normal that are in your Bible. Okay?
Oh, beyond
You mean
normal in the Bible. You
yeah.
mean the resurrection of Jesus? Yeah, that is definitely fucking evil.
It's definitely beyond.
Talking snakes, talking
Yeah, normal
donkeys.
stuff.
Yeah, talking donkeys. You got to watch out for the donkeys. Once they start gabbing, they do not stop. Yeah. Oh. Bloody donkey owners.
First thing I come up with was giants, because I was just trying to go through in order in the Bible.
Yeah.
Who wouldn't? Who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't?
First thing, obviously, that's the first thing you think of when you think of
Giants.
like demons and animals. Yeah.
That's my thumbnail for the video. Was a giant. Because y'all didn't
Thirsty.
notice. He likes giants, so that's
Yeah.
it hurt my ears talking about giants.
Yeah, but why giants? I mean, why not dwarves?
I don't know. I like when they talk about giants. It's
I don't
something
understand
about
it.
talking about this, the story about it. It's intriguing, but I mean, when you realize, people can only be so big though, and giant is relative to, I mean, how big were the people that they were up against? I mean, today's basketball teams are pretty athletic, and they're reaching the edge of the height requirement, where you get too tall, and then you get, you're not any good at it anymore. You're not flexible enough or whatever. You don't have it, and but then are they up against the 3-foot people? I mean,
Yeah, it's like they've never heard of Curly. I mean, from
Yeah.
the Harlem Globetrotters, that is, by the way.
Oh yeah.
so you're going up against somebody that's almost double your height, and well, yeah, they're gonna seem like a giant to you. I mean,
Curly wasn't the tallest one though. He was actually the guard, wasn't he?
Curly, yeah, he was the shortest one.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, and incredibly skillful. I did see the Harlem Globetrotters once.
I did
back in
too.
back in the 70s. Yeah, really entertaining, by the way.
Yes.
There were giants. Turn to Genesis chapter 6.
all right.
Genesis 6. Again,
Wait for this.
this Bible's not wrong.
Well,
There you go.
now I hate to say this.
Yeah,
Depends which Bible you got, sir.
there were giants, says so in this book. Right here.
Depends on how many pages you have torn out of it.
And I love to go around to churches and tell people I'm a guy that believes in giants, dragons, and unicorns. I do. I believe in all three of those things because they're all mentioned in the Bible.
Are they really?
They are
Are
both in the,
Unicorns?
This is what I'm saying about. This is what I'm saying. Which Bible is he talking about? He hasn't even said.
Well, unicorns are mentioned 9 times in the Bible, I think. 9 times.
Really?
Which
Unicorns?
Bible? Which Bible?
But the thing about it is every time I bring that up to most Christians, they try to like say that the rhinoceros is like see Bree's got it. The rhinoceros is the unicorn. Because I'll say, well, that book mentions unicorns 9 times. Oh, but that was talking about the rhino. Yeah.
Hang on a minute. I'm going to do some investigation here.
This one is about the flood, isn't it? The Genesis 6.
So,
And
King James version mentions the unicorn 9 times.
Huh.
What I said.
How
Old
about other
translation
versions?
also use unicorn. Geneva Bible, Bishop's Bible. Most modern replace the term with wild ox, wild bull, or drinks, for example, New Standard. Right. So yeah, okay, there you go. So it's those middle-aged ones that all use.
So
unicorn.
all the young Earth creationists believe in unicorns?
No,
Really?
they think that unicorns. That the Bible is talking about rhinoceros.
Oh,
Misidentified.
Yeah.
it's
Well,
identified unicorn.
yeah,
Because of the one horn, that it's like that, because they know that unicorns don't exist, and so they're like that would be silly if these people were talking about unicorns. So they must have meant rhinoceros.
I've been deer hunting, and I can tell you it's hard to make that mistake.
yeah. Well, they also the term wild ox is also used in that particular thing. So yeah. Just to say, wild ox is much more sensible, of course, because of course that is wild ox is something that was worshipped in that area for probably
Do wild ox
at
have
least
one
at
horn?
least 5,000 years. Look, don't make sense of it, Robin. You're trying to be you're trying to be sensible now, Robin. No, the wild ox was worshipped in that area for at least 7,000 years before that. So. That was the original sign of kingship. In fact, was the wild ox. If you had a lot of wild oxen, like the bull jumping and all of that stuff from Crete. Yeah, they worshipped the wild ox.
The physical realm and the spiritual realm. So Genesis chapter 6 is the chapter right before the flood.
Oh, okay.
And we get then an idea of why God flooded the earth.
Yeah.
Because the world apparently was overrun with corruption. The Bible says in Genesis 6 that all flesh had corrupted itself.
Yeah.
Everything was
bad, terrible.
Yeah. Fucking
All these
unicorns,
babies
mate.
were so corrupt that died in the flood.
Yeah. And they must have been tall.
Unicorns, dude. Unicorns.
corrupt. All the flesh, all the animals, all the people, they were corrupt. And we have an event that took place before the flood, and it happened after the flood. It came to pass when men began to multiply.
Stop it there. Well, that's not actually true, though, is it? Because there was one guy and some of his family that weren't corrupt.
Yeah.
Right? So not all. When he says all the flesh was corrupt. No, that's not the case. God decided that Noah and his family weren't corrupt, and a load of the animals apparently weren't corrupt. At least 2 of each, right? They weren't corrupt either. I mean, he was wrong. Don't get me wrong. Don't get me started on it. But he was wrong because that was just another mistake he made. Apart from letting the serpent into the garden, he also let Noah live and all the animals. So that was another mistake. But there we go. Or at least Noah's kids. Maybe Noah was all right. I don't know. But anyway, there you go. Just to say, this infallible God seems to be awfully fallible when it comes to this Bible.
Yeah.
Can I say that I think the platypus actually didn't exist until the flood? I think that the platypus was a result of some sort of strange sexual happenings that occurred on the ark.
Yeah. So did they ever do a really good job of in Noah's Flood movies of depicting toddler drowning?
No.
They don't show that part, the toddler drowning. Yeah.
Or the pregnant women.
Oh no, not those either. How about the babies? Do they show the babies drowning?
No.
Oh no.
Babies
that
float, don't they?
They do float.
Yeah, also, they never explain why God actually made Noah build the ark instead of just like saying, I found you an ark. It's going cheap. So, that's fine. Just go over there and grab it and then sail it back. You'll find it filled with animals already, all tiny little ones, all frozen, and they'll thaw out after a year. So don't worry about it. Just go get on the ark. I mean, it's just lazy. It's lazy minds. That's the problem with God. He's just got a lazy mind. He had to make somebody else do his work.
And
they had to
mind you,
use
he
it all of
foresaw it. He foresaw all that too.
Yeah.
This is all
absolutely.
future events. It's all.
Well, it says the Lord regretted that he had made human beings on the earth, and his heart was deeply troubled.
Correct.
Not much of an omniscient, omnipotent thing. I don't get it.
They used all of
right.
the available gopher wood too. That tree went extinct after that.
I know we could use some gopher wood. That's
Yeah, they
tough
should have
wood.
brought some of that on the ark.
Yeah.
and
Yeah.
saved
Well, I mean,
it.
that's what the ark was made of, and so they used it all.
They used it all.
Okay, it was all.
Yeah.
It was a
Just
extinction
for the
event.
ark. Yeah.
Yep.
It didn't
I can
come
tell
back
you,
after the ark.
Golfing would be very different if we had gopher wood still today.
The gopher wood could survive everything, but
Yeah.
but what it was made for, because it didn't survive the flood. So,
I
ultimately,
don't know. Crazy. It's crazy. Crazy.
no
man.
golfers.
Yeah.
No gophers.
Yeah.
I'd like to know what it's made of, because it's some tough stuff.
I think
It's
that
tougher than
or
steel.
maybe the giant beavers ate all of it.
Could be.
Absolutely. Yeah. That's another
Apply on
mistake
the face-
God made. That's another mistake God made. Leaving the beavers on board.
What? I love beavers.
Yeah, but
chewing on
did
the
the
wood.
ark.
Yeah. Gopher. Bree says gopher wood is what we now call vibranium.
I did not know that, Bree. Thank you.
I don't even know what that is, Brie. I thought that was the battery my wife used in her toys.
Extra long charge.
Extra high power.
You don't buy her gas powered stuff.
I don't buy her anything.
Beware of a Kickstarter. Yeah.
To the earth.
Yeah.
So this is after Adam. But I think it's possible that Adam was still alive because he lived 930 years.
Yeah.
He lived.
Yeah. I mean,
Sure he
She
did.
did.
930 years. So just the matter of fact, the way they say these things,
Yeah, absolutely. Just think, though. That means he was married to Eve for 638 years.
Bree said she was only joking that was what they made Captain America's shield from. So,
Of course.
man,
okay.
it's as
Yeah,
tough
we
as
took that
anything.
one hook, line, and sinker.
Yeah. I'm too toasty to look it up, but yeah, the gopher wood. The more we heard about the gopher wood, Mike and I were covering the Major, talking about Noah's Ark with the gopher wood and how the
Wait a minute.
tidal waves were the speed of sound, or so many times the speed of sound, but yet the gopher wood from the ark, protected the ark or whatever, basically from speed of sound, waves, tidal waves, volcanoes, everything going off in the oceans and everything. It's just amazing
So
stuff.
in the translation I'm reading, it says, "So make yourself an ark of cypress wood,
Now,
not gopher wood."
Well, you got
Cypress.
a junk
Which
Bible.
version? Which version of the Bible are you reading?
Here we go.
Oh my goodness! I think it's the NIV, New International Version.
Yeah, I've
NIV.
got one of them
That's
too. They're not
why.
worth it.
That's why then. Yeah, of course, back
What
then,
have I done
Babylonians.
wrong?
Well, nothing, but that's Cyprus was Cyprus was where Cyprus the tree comes from. But also in the Epic of Gilgamesh, of course, they go up to Lebanon to get the cypress trees, because that's where Humbaba lived, who defended the forest. So that was where most of the wood comes from in that area. It had done for thousands of years. So.
Tough stuff.
Yeah, well, I mean, if you needed something, that's where you went to get wood, because it was about the only place that didn't have goats. And believe it or not, it's the goats that fucked up the wood, the forest.
Okay.
So yeah.
Why won't it switch versions for me?
I don't know.
New King James Version, is that a good
Yeah,
one?
that'll do. Yeah, you go for that one. See what that one says.
Okay.
Almost as who was the oldest guy in the Bible? Methuselah, 969 years, and apparently
No.
Methuselah.
I think you'll find it's Adam.
It's Adam.
Yeah, oldest guy in the Bible, isn't it? It's Adam. He was the one that named the animals, or didn't name. Well, he named the animals as he got to know them.
Why did they say cypress wood in the other Bible? Why?
Because that's historical. That's why.
Okay.
Everybody knows gopher wood is mythical, whereas cypress wood is a tree from Lebanon.
Okay.
Yeah, but
It says that this is a because it doesn't exactly say what
It's
the art was
Methuselah.
made of. It does not say that's a transliteration in some versions of the Bible. So, it says that that's just a translation.
I got to see this for myself here. Kurt says that it is Methuselah. I thought it was. How can it? How can it be Methuselah? Who the fuck is Methuselah? Does anybody know?
Methuselah was supposedly the oldest man who ever lived. He was 900 and some years old. I don't think that.
Oh right, I thought they said the first person. Right, I beg your pardon.
Yeah.
Son of
Cypress
Enoch. No,
wood is
I
soft.
thought it was.
I think he was wrong about the age when he said of that person. Methuselah was supposed to live because Methuselah, I think, lived till Jesus was born, maybe, or something like that. There was something that he had prayed to God to live long enough to see, and so he lived 900 and some years old. Like my mom, all my life was like, well, they're older than Methuselah. Like, she always talked about something was older than Methuselah.
I thought Noah was given eternal life or something for being the man during the flood.
No, I don't think he was eternal. I mean, he might have got to go on to heaven or something, but he wasn't.
Okay. I don't know. Methuselah, longest. Was it long? I thought he said who was the first man. But anyway, maybe I was wrong about that. Simos was in the class above Adam at school. No, that's silly. I think you're confusing me with Mike.
Back to the wood. Cypress wood is softwood. I mean, it would have cracked all to hell.
Yeah.
I don't.
It says the
understand.
KJV says gopher is what this says. The New American Standard Bible supposedly says gopher. The English Standard Bible.
Gopher. The one that doesn't exist. Okay.
Right. That's how I always took it. That very convenient that it didn't survive the flood. That it survived the flood. It's
Cedar trees of Lebanon. Thank you.
They should have used ironwood. That would be good. Ironwood. That's
One of
really
my-
hard.
One of my guitars has a cedar top, 400 years old.
Oh, okay. Somebody said that the Ark of the Covenant was made of gopher wood, not Noah's Ark. Where's that at? Jinx said the Ark of the Covenant was made of gopher wood, not Noah's Ark.
Okay, let's just ask ChatGPT.
Okay.
What was made wood? Okay, according to the Bible, Noah's Ark was made of gopher wood.
According to some Bibles, not all of them.
King James version, of course. This is the same one. Scholars
Yeah,
have said it could be cypress, it could be cedar, it could be pine, it could be laminated or treated wood. Laminated.
What about the American Bible?
The general term for resinous timber. So those are also possibilities. But yeah, okay, so yeah. Depends which Bible you read, as always. As always.
What version?
Do we have American version? American Bible?
Yeah. American Standard, I think that's the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want to read that one.
It's made of reinforced titanium.
Well, Sydney put something in there. There was a reason why. Does it say why that Methuselah lived to be? There was a reason why he was allowed to live 900 and some years, and I don't know. Was it to live long enough before the flood?
969. Methuselah, part of the generations of the great flood. Death occurred the same year as the flood. The text doesn't explicitly say that. His name, Man of the Dart. When he dies, it shall come.
What would Jill say about the matter? Spooky.
Cultural symbol of longevity. Doesn't say why he died in my thing though. I'll look it
It
up.
would tell us that non-believers cannot understand the Word of God. That is what Jill would tell us.
You know, the Bible interprets itself, so don't worry about that.
Died the same year the flood occurred.
Ironwood sinks. What happened? Did we freeze? Ooh.
No. Okay, well, it just doesn't give a reason why Methuselah died here, but just says that it's because Noah was the only one allowed to live, Noah and his kids, so Methuselah had to go.
He was evil.
Acacia wood. Acacia wood was the Ark of the Covenant, Jackie says. Yeah, that sounds familiar as well. And as I say, Jill would say, the Bible interprets itself. That's why I've never read it. I mean, I've looked at it a lot, but I've never heard it interpret itself. So, there we go. Hey! It's,
what's up, y'all?
Marillion.
How's it going?
Yeah, how's you?
Hey.
I'm good. I saw that we were talking about the wood of the ark.
Wood.
That's right. Yeah, Noah's wood. Yeah.
We got wood.
Yeah. It's interesting to me. You know, there are many varieties, many kinds, if you will, of animals that are xylophagic, meaning they eat wood.
Eat wood, yeah.
Did they bring extra wood on the ark for the xylophages, or did they just let the
beavers.
xylophages chow down on the ark itself? In which case, that would explain why there's no ark anymore. All the xylophages just ate it. They ate all the evidence, and there we go.
Before they wandered away. Yeah.
Austin, I can't believe how naive you're being right now, Austin.
Oh,
I
no.
mean, yeah, totally. Obviously, the beavers, you know, as strong as their teeth are, they can't eat gopher wood. Don't be silly now. Gopher wood. We're talking gopher wood here, you know. And
Gophers can eat gopher wood. That's why they call it gopher wood.
I was going to say, you're making a joke there, Simos, but that is the way I've always interpreted the word gopher wood, is that it's wood that gophers eat, or that they use or live in somehow.
Again, you haven't read the Bible the correct way.
Obviously.
Yeah. The giant beavers ate the gopher wood.
Right.
It explains it so perfectly, Simos. How can you sit there being skeptical? Come on.
Well, like I say, you know, it's because I've obviously I haven't read the Bible, so this is the reason I know all of this stuff.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I'm just pulling it out of this guy's arse, clearly, which is presumably what his wife tried to do. That's a joke, everybody. That's a joke.
Pretty good joke.
What are mere mechavores? Kurt, is that how you say that word? Mere mechavores? Do you see the comment Kurt left? The bigger problem is what the Myrmecavores would have eaten, Austin.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell those are.
Yeah, I'm also not clear.
Some
on that.
doctor talk.
I'll chat it up.
Yeah.
Oh, anteaters. Okay. I see.
Mm-hmm. What ate the beaver? Yeah, I think you'll find that was Noah and his sons.
Known as the brown beaver.
Yeah, they're keeping coming. I haven't finished with the jokes yet.
Aardvark.
I don't know if Methuselah died in the flood, but if you do the math, Methuselah died the same year that it flooded. It flooded the earth.
Yeah, if you do the math.
So it's highly possible that Adam was alive when these giants started showing up, and Adam saw them. It came to pass when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, and daughters were born unto them, human daughters, that the sons of God. Now, I'm not going to spend a lot of time in who the sons of God are. I've done several videos on this, but the sons of God are angels. They were evil, bad angels.
Sons of God are evil.
It's good that he differentiated between evil that's good and evil that's bad. That way we know that his evil God is
evil bad.
And they're the sons of God.
And who was the mother? Who was the mother of these evil angel people? Like, we don't ever get shared that. Like, who? Okay, I thought that God's first intercourse was with Mary when Jesus was born.
Mm-hmm.
So, like,
he was obviously screwing around before that. So
yeah, he was obviously not a virgin when he sought out Mary.
Sons of God. Let me give you a verse. Let me give you one verse. Psalm 82. Turn there. I give you one verse, and I was going to put this in my notes. Forgot about it. I've sat for hours just tweaking these presentations and adding things and taking things away.
Changing the words and
a lot of work goes into this. Psalm 82.
A lot of work.
Verse 6. I have said ye are gods, and all of you are children of the Most High. That verse right there tells you the sons of God are gods. Little g. Psalm 82, 6. Write that, underline that in your Bible.
Little g.
Okay.
It is hard work gaslighting yourself into thinking you can know things that nobody can actually know.
There goes the Trinity. There goes the Trinity. He just destroyed the Trinity. The sons of
and
God
the monotheism
are
kind of what the hell.
gods. Like he just like destroyed the Trinity.
Yeah, and also, I mean, you know, it's good to know that God was fucking high when he did all of this stuff.
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense, actually.
The most high he'd ever been.
Yeah.
God in gummies.
Write it down, make a note. The sons of God, the children of the Most High, are gods with a little g. Meaning they are spirits, either good angels or devils.
Okay. Well, that makes
Depending on who
perfect
the
sense.
mother is, I guess.
It's amazing how I'm never less confused when a God believer finishes making a point. Like I'm always like, what?
You know, he was making a point.
Oh, I love it.
I was just trying to follow his ramblings.
Oh my goodness. Yeah. Oh dear.
One of
Sons
the
of
two.
God. Right.
So, the sons of God, angels. And ask yourself the question: have you ever seen? Who's seen the movie City of Angels with?
There you
know
go.
that movie? Meg Ryan
I know
and Nick Cage, right?
Oh man, he's really dating himself.
And who is Nicolas Cage in this movie? An angel. And who's Meg Ryan in this movie?
I'm a servant
A
of
human
God.
woman. And what does Nicolas Cage want to do? Well, don't say it. What he wants to do with Meg Ryan?
He wants to eat her out.
He wants to be with her. So he falls. A guy named John Messenger, and the word angel means messenger. tells him, I used to be one of you guys. I used to be one of you angels.
See?
No, this clears it up.
Yeah,
Nick Cage was in the movie. That clears everything up.
Yeah.
Angels and Outkill was better.
nothing made up about that.
Yeah.
He's sitting in the library all day long, and he's smoking and eating bacon, and he's just, he's just enjoying humanity.
He's sitting in the library.
Smart
Smoking
angel.
and
Fuck
eating
you,
bacon.
God. Fuck your stupid rules. I'm down here. I'm going to do my own fucking... Oh, this bacon is fucking delicious.
Bacon?
Why did you draw the line at the deli aisle, creator of the entire fucking universe? What's your goddamn problem?
If we had known this was a Nick Cage movie, we would have shut it off a while ago.
How unruly. Smoking and eating bacon.
Oh dear. But
Maybe he was smoking bacon. Maybe he was smoking bacon.
Those are things most Americans would rather die than give up.
yeah, well, that's what I mean.
Bacon.
Demons everywhere. Bacon, demons. You know that they're demonic because
I bet those are delicious.
well, yeah, but they come at a cost. They come at being demon possessed, like
Worth
Jesus.
it.
Jesus, obviously drove all of the demons into the pigs
Now, I
before
do
killing them.
recommend giving up smoking, though, for sure.
Is that what
But do they have
trichinosis is caused
cigars?
by?
Yeah.
Demons?
hmm
Were they allowed cigars, though?
No,
Pass them out cigars.
no, you're not allowed cigars. You're not allowed tattoos, right? You're not allowed to deform the body, apart from in one particular way.
Because
Snip,
what
snip.
would a rule from God be without being fucking inconsistent?
You're not allowed. You're not allowed to boil a baby goat in its own mother's milk, too.
You're not allowed
real important.
to have long hair if you're
It's
a
very
man.
important one there.
Yeah.
I can't
I
tell
mean-
you how many times I've been like about to boil a baby goat in its mother's milk, and I was like, "Whoa,
Oh shit!
Yes.
Oh, that's
Hey.
lucky.
Austin,
That's lucky. Yeah.
what are you doing?" That book
Yeah.
explicitly forbids it.
Nothing pastoral about this fucking book, is it? I mean, why don't you tell us you just come from a tribe of goat herds? Yeah, without saying
Pretty
it.
much.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah, oh, definitely. Yeah.
It doesn't mention cell phones once.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Oh dear.
And he tells Nicolas Cage how to do it. You fall. So Nicolas Cage gets up. He's an angel, and he literally falls down to the ground, and now he's a human, and he mates with... Who's ever seen Superman the movie, the 70s version?
Yeah,
Superman
I've seen
2.
that.
What did Clark Kent... What did Superman want to do? He wanted to be with Lois Lane.
He did. He
He
was
had
with
to, he had
Lois
to
Lane, I
fall
think,
from
right?
his godhood, lose his power so he could be with Lois
What are we
Lane.
talking about right
No, he didn't.
These movies...
Hang on a minute. This we've got
Has
here.
he lost the thread
No.
here a little bit?
Yeah,
all he had
out.
all he had to do was put on some glasses. That's all he had to do. That was enough. I mean, have you ever seen Superman? He doesn't go to great lengths to disguise who he is. The fact he's going after some bimbo that can't tell the difference between Superman and with and without glasses just says everything, by the way.
Well, there's different incarnations. In some incarnations, she doesn't realize. In some incarnations, she's suspicious. And in others, she figures it out right away.
Yeah, mainly the one where they're going to get it on.
there's
Let's
a
get
whole
it
problem.
on.
Oh,
There's a whole problem with superpowered sperm killing her.
Yeah.
Shot
That's
through
a
her
good-
like a bullet. Yeah.
Yeah. Shot in the dark. Yeah. Okay. Shot in the dark. You're to blame. You give love a hard name.
Look out.
Oh, right out of the Bible.
Right out of the Bible.
They're telling you what happened. This Bible's right. So the sons
I
of
thought he was
God,
talking
these
about a
spirits, these
Nick
angels,
Cage
saw the
movie.
daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he also is flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. So God started a clock of 120 years. Tick tock, I'm going to destroy it all. So then in verse 4 says there were giants in the earth in those days.
There they were.
Giants.
Yep.
Giants.
And
Right.
we're going to read a verse of scripture
Must
that
have missed
gives
that
us
in
an
the fossil
indication of
record.
how tall some of these giants were.
Come on.
Yeah.
There
Come
were
on.
giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, meaning after the flood, when the sons of God came in unto the daughters of men. You understand that language? I don't have to describe.
Now, they were before and after the floods. The flood didn't get rid of the giants,
No,
right?
I'm pretty sure that most of the Christians that I watched say that the giants were killed.
You know what they did, Dave? They didn't have to go on the boat. They just went to the tops of mountains and they stood on their very tippy toes. And it was just enough to put their head above the water.
How tall were they, Robin? How tall were they?
I mean, like I think according to Kent Hovind, though, that they were all that like his idea of the flood that they killed all of the Nephilim. I thought that
Yeah.
that's what.
But if they were having sex with mortal women, how tall were they exactly?
I have
Was there a
no
correlation?
idea how tall they were.
Is there a correlation between penis size and giant size? I
Oh,
don't
yeah.
know.
Oh, for sure.
Okay. So I'm a
But
little
you know,
worried.
like, what is it? Yeah, there's a whole another part of the Bible that talks about, you know, like donkeys or whatever it is or something.
That's
Horses.
Donkey
About,
dung?
her
Horses.
getting addicted to lovers and lusting after them and their horse-like genitals and emissions. Yes.
Yes.
That
Is
how the
is
verse
that
goes.
donkey dung? Is that the name of that?
That's
Donkey
right.
dung.
Yep. It was later to become a classic computer game. I
Bible
also
is the
think that
only
there might be something to do with the Cyclopses as well, written by the Greeks. I think they just didn't want to piss the Greeks off, so they included giants.
Yeah, Bible is the only
Also,
book that I've
again,
ever seen that mentions horse jizz.
Yeah. Also thinking about it.
Oh, man. You need to
just
do more
in time.
reading, Robin.
I think you just got that out there, Robin, to attract
I know, I
Timothy
saw
Mott
her. I
into
saw her
the
in chat.
into the chat. But also just
Hi, Stephanie. How you doing?
just to say that in the Gilgamesh myth of Gilgamesh was like very tall, right? He was like half a head above the tallest man, at least. And same with Enkidu as well. I think they were also giants.
Well, yeah, I think some some of the stories have a hint of truth that a small race, so-called race, whatever you want to divide the people's groups as, a smaller group of people went up against a larger group of people, and they certainly seemed like they were giants. And of course, these stories get exaggerated a little bit, but as far as physically goes, big people medically would be a wreck. It would be an easy
The
easy win.
square cube
right?
law. It would put so much pressure and stress on their frame.
Yeah, they're just not designed for it. I mean, they might look big and scary, but the crutches are holding them up, right?
Yeah.
So,
And we know because we've seen that on the peak edges of variability in humans that exist. It would have to be like their skeletons would have to be significantly wider, so they look less like a giant and more like a blob. That's the only way they could hold up a frame of that size. That's why elephants almost basically look like just blobs.
yeah, you need a total restructuring, and people just aren't designed. I mean, trying to get blood from one end to the other end of the body, all these things have to be taken into consideration. The physics of why we are as big as we are has worked out. I mean, we've had a lot of years of kind of balancing it out that this seems to be working the best, right? So.
Yeah, also, just to point out, the Greeks said a few things on giants, and they basically had discovered dinosaur bones, and they just assumed that they were, of course, human, because they had no idea, obviously.
Right.
Sure. Well, there had to be bones that showed up from different things. I mean, somewhere, right? The first bones had to have been found, right?
Yeah, well, there was also those like what do you call those trees that the like what do you call them? Archaic trees that go through several layers, which are stone.
Oh, there's a real scientific term for them, but
Polystrate fossils.
creationists like to call them polystrate fossils, but that's just their jargon term for it that they use so that you find their information when you Google that word instead of the actual scientific name for them, which I can't even remember right now because I've heard the other one so fucking much. But yeah, no, they're polystrate fossils is the term creationists use for them. The specific scientific term denotes more of what they actually are, which is fossils that are next to mountains or hills, tree fossils that are next to mountains or hills, which explains why they pass through multiple layers of strata. But yeah, you won't find them just out in an open plain or something like that. You only ever find them next to mountains and hills.
It right. The sons of God came in unto the daughters of men. That means that they mated with them.
That literally means.
And now.
Yeah, they banged it out.
Yeah.
They came in.
All these giants are a hybrid species between heavenly creatures and earthly humans.
Is this good or bad?
Well, it depends. It's better than the Greeks did. I mean, just saying.
And well, again, and God's letting it go on, right?
Oh yeah, he doesn't care. Oh, he doesn't mind. Oh no, as long as you use protection.
That's always the thing that they will fall back on is God's plan, and it's this is God's plan then. You know what I mean? It and like Simos said, it seems a very inefficient way to achieve a plan. To have to jump through all these hoops and stuff. I mean, you're God, just do it, right?
Yeah, he
God,
can just snap his
God
fingers.
isn't known for his efficiency. I don't think in any of the like in any of the stories is efficiency a founding on the foundation of the stories.
And they bare children to them. The same became mighty men which are of old, men of renown. Now, what that means is that if you look at every civilization's history, every civilization, Greek, Roman, Native American, Aztec, Mayan, ancient Chinese, ancient Japanese, or ancient Russian, ancient European stories, they all believed in giants. Every one of them believed in giants.
I'm sure that's not.
And
I'm sure you can find outliers where there's no real giant mythos. And so what if they do? You know what I bet they have stories about too? Cooking, dancing, tool working. They have exactly.
And a lot of gods are just bigger than life, right? So of course you're gonna have a big god because it's bigger than life.
Yeah, like, I also think that it's perfectly plain that the Bible is based upon Egyptian and and Mesopotamian myth. So like, as well as the Ten Commandments, of course. But it's perfectly plain that that's the case, right? And that civilization is based upon whatever Akkadian and then Sumerian before that, right? So it's perfectly plain that if it goes back a long, long way, right? And that technology spread, and as the technology spread, presumably the superstition that that kind of described the technology, or at least explained the technology, would also have spread at the same time. So it's hardly surprising right, that Europe, right, which was not really, which was depopulated at the time, right, and then later invaded and conquered by people from the Middle East, the same as the Urals and the same as the Caucasus and the same as Northern Africa, right? So all of these civilizations were taken over at some point. So is it any surprising that the mythos that explains the cultural preclusions of these societies also contains exactly the same mythos as you're describing in the Bible, which, let's face it, is a latecomer.
I'm kind of
Genuine latecomer. I mean,
like
that's Iron Age, right? We're talking Bronze Age. So
Sorry.
go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
Sorry.
Robin.
Like you pause and I think you're done.
Yeah,
I like how he divided the Native Americans and the Aztecs and the Mayans. Like they are Native Americans. Like South America, North America, like pretty much the same. Like the Native Americans were not only people that were in North America. There was Native Americans in both continents.
Saw them and interacted with them, and in many cases had to kill them because of how mean they were. You have stories.
Oh.
Yeah.
They were so mean.
Yep.
Everywhere that literally were men of renown. And so the Bible's telling you.
So the men of the renown are allowed to get rid of people?
Well, they're renowned.
Yeah. They get a get out of jail free card, right?
Of course,
the
that's
hell
what
is-
renown means.
What are they talking about? Okay, so the giants
No
raped the
idea.
daughters, and then they created men of renown. What?
Oh yeah, that's the Greek thing,
Yeah.
isn't it? Right. So like the heroes are all when the gods, Olympic gods, came down, and they came down as various different animals or in disguise to mate when they saw how fair the women of the earth were, and they all of their sons were renowned heroes. That's what the heroes
What
are.
if they came into the
Demigods.
daughters and onto the daughters at the same time? Have you ever asked a minister that? Came in onto the daughters. In and onto. Okay,
Not
I've
a
seen
semen.
that.
Well, as long as
I've
it's
seen that movie.
part of it gets in, you still are in the danger zone, Mike. That's how it works.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
The Bukkake theory.
Search
of
out history.
Nephilim.
They're trying to use the rhythm method, but these women are just too fair.
Yeah, God just failed to pull out in time.
Oops.
Every culture, every civilization has giant stories. So
So amazing.
here's what I think was going on. Turn back to Genesis 3.
Okay.
I think the devil initiated a plan. Because of something God said. In Genesis 3, this is after Adam and Eve has fallen, and Satan now, and the serpent has deceived Adam and Eve, and God's going to judge all three of them. And he says to the serpent, the Lord God said unto the serpent, because thou hast done this, thou art cursed above all cattle, and above every beast of the field. Upon thy belly shalt thou go, and dust shalt thou eat all the days of thy life. There is no creature lower than the serpent, because even an ant has legs. Even an ant is raised up above the ground.
I think snakes are higher than ants.
And nowhere in Genesis does it say that the serpent was the devil. By the way, nowhere does it say that.
I cannot stand for this snake hatred.
I
My
know,
man,
because I have a
snakes are just another living thing.
Yeah.
It's
Some
natural.
freaking
It's
ancient
a natural
prehistoric humans
reflex.
looked
Yeah.
at them and thought icky, and you're letting it turn you into a monster. Come on.
For most people, it's wise to avoid the snakes, and You know, so there's a natural aversion to him. But
Actually,
yeah.
no,
I don't know
not.
who this
It's
guy
just
is,
written
but
into
he
the
needs
stories.
to
That's all.
he
But
needs
there's a
to follow
study.
us for treatment. So we
There,
can tell him, look at the ball python and tell it it's worthy of love, man. Come on.
there's a
Yeah.
study where they put babies in a room with snakes. They were small babies, and the babies were not scared of the snakes. So
No, of
Right.
course they're not. It's cultural.
so it may not be as near as natural as we think
Or
it is.
snake's having a bad day, and you know.
I think you are naturally inclined to jump from anything you see shaking or moving in a bush.
Right, yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah,
And snakes do that.
I get critters up by the pond, you know, every now and then, and it spooks me, you know. And I know they're just little critters, but it spooks you. It's a like a natural reflex thing or whatever, and you just like knock it off. You know, it's a frog or a mouse or something, you know, and but it does. It naturally spooks you.
Yeah, I mean, like, you know, in Britain we don't have any venomous snakes or anything like that, so
Right.
I'm
moving there.
I'm not scared of snakes at all. But I tell you this: if a snake comes up to me and starts talking, I'm gonna shit myself.
Way you go. Yeah.
What I would do is just adjust my dose
Yeah.
downward.
Simos is doing a little Allen. Yeah.
Yeah, it's something new. I've got the old lady giving me a dose, and it's like, come a long way, baby.
So because I made a point.
Give me your arm.
The rod of Asclepius.
Yeah, maybe.
Don't know. Hello, Earl. How you doing?
The
Hey!
lowest form
Sorry.
possible.
There's Scott.
We got a Scott in the house.
Scott missed
right.
Big
everything.
shout out to Scott.
Yeah.
He missed cake. He missed everything.
Yeah,
well,
Robin.
He may have missed a few things.
Everybody
but I'm
go
pretty
wish
sure he's-
Robin a happy birthday
better.
after.
And I
Happy
killed Earl as
birthday.
well in
The
chat.
stream's
Thank
over,
you.
yeah.
Good to see you. Good to see you, Kill.
Yeah, Earl over.
I'm gonna call you I killed for sure.
Everybody be wishing Robin a happy birthday this evening. And there's some other folks doing some content too. So
Just buzzed your hair. Wow.
look around.
Demons
just
mating with
demons
people
mating with
and
people.
renowned men being born of that, and the wife attacking him while he's sleeping.
And how
And
much this man hates his dogs.
oh yeah, he hates dogs.
Seriously.
Yeah.
Oh, and Scott there. Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
Scott, dude.
And,
Scott wasn't here tonight, but he's dropping some green. $5 for. I found the $5 bill somewhere. You want it? Heck yeah, we do, Scott. We know what Scott wants it back in return.
You rock, let's rock with the fire in our veins. Rock on till the skies, till the thunder and rain. All hail Bigfoot, the legend, the king. He walks among shadows, the wild spirits sing.
Thank you, Scott. You rock. I hope the grandkids are rocking your evening too. Have a great time.
yeah. So Sydney asks, is there anything dangerous in the UK? Yeah, we've got Catholic priests here.
People. yeah, the Catholic priests. There you
Anglicans.
go.
To let you know,
Anglicans.
Yeah.
Early's fine. Thank you.
Dangerous to the butt.
Yeah,
Not-
I'm going to
not
be
too
there as
bad
well.
Where I'm at. Not too
For the
bad where I'm
birthday.
at.
I'm going to be there for the festivities. I'm going to stay up late.
Here we go. We got answers and atheism on toast all over the place. Woohoo!
We need more of that.
Well, yeah, we like to see the emojis. If anybody could just put in a load of emojis for Robin's birthday. Anybody that's got them, spam those emojis for the next 2 minutes, please. Spam
Do you have
away.
a mushroom emoji yet? For when Kafai appears, we can do mushroom.
I need more members for more emojis. And so
we need a mushroom emoji.
Yeah, we could use a mushroom one.
And then a snake.
Thank you, Sydney. Thank you, Sydney.
Sydney's spamming them.
Mushroom.
Okay, let's just move on a little bit because we are getting through this.
Are we?
Probably faster than normal.
We got through quite a bit of it. So.
How much have we
I
done?
had to bite my tongue a lot, but yeah.
We're getting good at this. We're getting really good at this.
Yeah, it's about third of the way. So.
Oh, okay, interesting.
It was a long one. So.
Oh, was it? So that's about 5 minutes we've done, yeah.
Yeah, at least it's 23.
I'm still confused about the Nick Cage movie diversion, but we can go ahead.
Yeah, me too. Me too.
God made them that way.
They did make them that way, yeah.
But are we talking about just earthly serpents?
No. We're talking about
Spirits.
heavenly. We're talking about heavenly arseholes as well.
There are heavenly serpents? Holy shit.
Yeah, it's all oversaw by God, allowing it to happen, unfold, as it will be done.
Yeah, Mike, haven't you ever read the Dungeons and Dragons Monster Manual? It tells you straight up, you know.
Really? Okay.
The mountains of heaven are filled with flying serpents. Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I ain't going there.
Turn to Revelation.
Oh, fucking anything.
12.
Anywhere in
Boy.
Revelation, it's all fucking nuts. Doesn't matter what verse
wait.
you read from Revelation, it's going to be fucking dark.
Verse 9.
Oh, verse 9.
And the great
Okay.
dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan.
Yeah.
Great dragon.
So the serpent here was a spirit. Remember, I said they're beasts. And the devil is a beast. He is a...
The serpent is a spirit.
Now I'm confused.
The devil is a beast.
The devil's a beast. He's
Hang on a minute.
slaughtering workouts, dude. He's freaking cleaning like 360 on the bench press. He's a beast.
Well, earlier on, he said animals are beasts. Right? All the animals are beasts, right? And they're all evil, right?
Okay, I'm looking at Revelation 9. Does anybody know exactly what the author of this was smoking?
Something that can get you the most high.
John
That's
of
all I've-
Patmos, right?
that's all I've managed to
He
find
was
out.
doing hellish shrooms. He was tripping on psilocybin.
Really? Oh, I can relate.
Sounds a bit stronger than that.
Why not?
God in their foreheads.
Yeah, it makes a lot more sense, doesn't it?
And probably some
Dragon.
wine, too.
Water to wine.
a serpent. Okay?
Okay. Okay.
So God said back in Genesis 3,
Yeah.
I will put enmity, which is hatred, warfare. We don't get along and are never going to get along. I will put...
Oh, those are good qualities to put in somebody.
Yeah. Especially if you're an all-loving God.
Yeah, I mean, let's assemble people that don't like each other.
You mean to tell me he didn't put
But he-
sugar and spice and
because-
everything nice in them?
Yeah.
No,
Because
that's
everybody
not.
knows that make-up sex is the best thing ever. That's the most loving, right? So obviously that's why God made enmity.
So I think this clears it up. For the power of horses is in their mouth and in their tails. For their tails are like unto serpents and have heads, and with them they hurt. That clears it up. That's pretty clear, right?
That's clear. That is
There is
clear.
love.
I'm glad God said that because that clears everything up.
Sure.
Also, well, that's not what clears it up, Mike. I think you'll find there's a special cream you can get that clears up that. But
Yeah.
nonetheless, I think we're on the same page.
Yep, I shall bathe in it.
Between thee and the woman. Between
there it is.
thy seed and her seed. Now stop and think about what he's saying here.
He's saying women are evil. They're the devil. He's saying.
Who's the seed of the woman? Jesus. Was he real?
What? No.
Was he flesh?
Yes.
The Word became flesh and dwelt among us.
He did.
Wow.
But also, it mentions thy seed. Whose seed? The serpent.
Right.
And what is seed? It says DNA.
Really?
Not
The
really.
serpent DNA got
Not
into the girl.
really.
Does the devil have DNA? You just read it
Really?
Did
right
I?
here. And
I
between
didn't read that.
Did he also ejaculate this DNA?
I don't
Does
know.
the devil have a big old dick? Let's go. This is fucking
Yeah,
based.
It's a
Where the hell does
DNA.
it say this shit about the seed?
Where does he get DNA from?
Mike,
I mean,
don't rain on my parade right now.
You literally just read it there. It says the devil's DNA. I don't know if you're aware of this, right? But in Hebrew, DNA literally means the devil.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
And
how
they
they
had
used to
hair
spell
as
it
the
out
hair
there.
of women.
It's the navel. Right? That's the original Hebrew saying, and that's the word. And if you look up the navel, then that's shortened to DNA. Numerically speaking, it adds up to 666.
The word seed is not found in Revelations 9. I don't know where he's getting it from. I don't know.
Right.
I want
I
to
think
find
he's-
that part about the DNA.
Yeah, I mean, sperm again. It's all
Devil
sperm
had
related.
DNA.
It's all
Well, this
sperm.
is groundbreaking. The devil had DNA, so we could do a phylogeny of devils and place
Yeah.
them.
Brilliant.
We
Brilliant.
need to sequence. We need to sequence the devil's DNA. Damn it!
Oh my god.
Dude, for real.
Yeah. Okay. So who's going to take one for the team?
No.
Are you asking who's volunteering to collect a sample from a devil?
Well,
I guess
bend
I'll
over.
do it.
Yeah.
You got to whack them off first.
Bend over. I think we don't need to.
Bend over. Yeah.
I'm
there you
allowed
go.
to wear gloves while I do it, right?
You got to put on one of those choir boy robes and bend over, and then you got it.
Yeah.
He's-
Yeah, perfect.
It's
This
it's
is a
8
family
o'clock.
show, right? This is a family show.
It's not anymore. It's not. He's been talking. This guy's been talking about sperm for the last 20 minutes.
We got through most of the good chunk of the beginning of the video there. He
Kind of reminds me of that
yeah,
Life
he's-
of Brian.
he's a
A
literalist.
good chunk of the
I mean,
beginning.
What do you want? Of course, there were giants. You know, I mean, these things are all too real to these people. That's what's worrisome.
Yeah.
That's what caught my eye. And yeah, it is, as Mike pointed out, they got quite a few viewers. People are watching this stuff, and it's like, what are they watching it for? You know, I mean, are they really taking it seriously? You know, that
They are. That's the messed up part. And they're taking
Yeah.
it seriously because this also ties into how they've been told to treat other people. Like they've been told to treat gay people and trans people and atheists and non-Christians and women and children and all these freaking demographies of people like they're subhuman, like they aren't a part of God's white Christian male patriarchal hierarchy that they believe in. And that's really tied into them believing that God is real. It's all connected.
it is worrisome. So anyway, I know Robin's gonna have a stream tonight.
Yep.
Robin's
How long
gonna-
till your stream starts, Robin? Let's have a shout
It's
out
that-
for it.
It starts at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. So what is that? An hour, maybe?
You got another hour.
1 hour to go till it starts. I think we're nearly at 3 hours there, Dave. So I'm beginning to feel it myself.
Well, I didn't want to crunch up Dave's time and.
No, it's fine.
We go about 3 hours. We go about 3 hours.
Yeah, it's normally what we do.
And then like people need to eat or something sometimes, So
yeah, wanted to.
Well, yeah.
Kind of summarize what this guy's talking about. That he is a literalist. I mean, you're not going to argue against him. He's going to fall back against magic and giants and all these fantastic stories from the Bible, and make them fit. Like I said, they've shown big doors, big blocks, anything large. There had to be giants to move these things around.
Had to be giants.
Yeah. It's a childlike mentality.
Yeah.
Like our friend Peter Atkins would point out, it's a product of a lazy mind. It's like, well, sure, that's a good answer from Billy, right? Billy, you're doing a grade school project, and it must have been big people moved the big blocks. Good job, right? You're thinking, right? But you investigate further, and then you realize that the big people don't make such good workers.
Yeah.
And there are better ways to do things, and you discover all these things, and Billy could grow up to be a good Bobby and Susie, and grow up to be great scientists. Start questioning things early, but don't stick with them. I mean, you've got grown adults that are sticking with these childlike ideas, and like we pointed out, somebody pointed out earlier, he's got plenty of people watching him, and there are others. I just came across this because he was on and on about giants, and it just caught my eye. But there are ones that they talk about these things, and it's very worrisome the matter-of-fact way they talk about these things. That well, sure there was this, and sure there was that, and there was monsters and ghosts and goblins and demons, and everywhere him and his wife go, he's possessed followed by demons or whatever.
Yeah.
And,
how else could you explain it?
Yeah. It's a little worrisome.
Would God really have made him like that?
Yeah, that's true.
Just
a little
saying.
Worrisome.
I've just looked at your stream, and it does say 115 minutes or something, Robin.
Yeah.
So if you think it starts in an hour, maybe not, because sometimes it goes over. Oh no, yeah, it's the same here. It says it starts at 3 a.m. my time, which is in 2 hours. But sometimes it doesn't count that last hour, so you never really know. But you might want to just check your timing on that, Robin.
It's about time for my great rest.
Yes, I'm going to have a little...
Great rest. You're going to hang upside down.
5 in 113 minutes, it says on my screen.
Yeah, hang upside down. Yeah, I do hang from my toes.
But it was supposed to be at 8 p.m. my time, which is in an hour. I don't know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Maybe I put the wrong thing down or something.
Did you put 9 in, or did you put 8 in?
Let
Can
me
you
go
check
look
it?
at it.
Yeah, please go look at it now, just so everybody knows in chat.
You're Eastern time, aren't you, Robin?
No, I'm in Central Time.
Oh, the one true zone. Good.
Yeah,
that's in 1 hour.
Don't be silly. That's silly.
It is the one true zone. I'm sorry.
Everybody knows that God is English.
Mike,
You're so un-American.
What else you got going on over there, Mike? You gonna
Me?
chatting with anybody, or what's going on your channel?
I have absolutely nothing going on. I've been tempted to try to do something, but I always fail. Nothing going on. Nope.
No.
Not talking to anybody. Not doing
quiet
nothing.
over there.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
I'm
I'm
look-
still looking for one more sub. Just one sub, everybody. If there's anybody out there in the
Simos.
chat, all 20 or 19, 20 people, if you haven't subbed to my channel, just one person, please sub to my channel.
We don't want socks. We appreciate you,
Yeah.
the effort and all, but
It's not going to monetize. You're not going to be asked to anything. It's just a subscription. That's all. It's perfectly free.
that's
So,
Simos
yeah.
hanging on the edge over there. We gotta bump him up.
Just one sub is all I'm looking for.
And
So-
don't forget our description. I mean, you can hit the like on my video. You can hit the share. You can hit a comment afterwards. All that kind of good stuff. Don't cost you nothing. Or you can become a member of the channel, 99 cents. And you get all the great emojis and all the fun stuff that comes along with it. And you can check our description for everybody's channels. Make sure you're subbing around.
Okay, it says right there on the thumbnail on my thing, 8 p.m. Central. I don't know like what but it says that. And Simos, I just got my friend here. She's subbing to you right now. Just like I get her.
Thank you very much. Thank you so much.
But it says on my thumbnail, it says 8 p.m. Central. So, like, I don't know. Maybe they meant. I don't know. But it is going to be at 8 p.m. Central. You might have to figure out what time that is whenever. So, it'll be in an hour. Less than an hour. So.
It's an hour. Dang it. I knew it wasn't too late.
It tells me 9 p.m. on when I pulled it up on YouTube. But it says 8 p.m. on the thumbnail, but it says 9 p.m. on YouTube. That's a problem. There's a problem. Live in 110 minutes.
Yeah.
That's
Never mind.
odd.
Who knows? Who knows? Anyway, thank you so much. That's great. It still says 499. I don't know why. Who knows? YouTube is a thing unto itself. Go ahead.
I was just say, go ahead, Simos, and tell folks what's anything going on over by your ways this week.
Yep. Okay. Thank you so much. Yeah. Again, just looking to get over that 500 sub mark. That would be lovely. I'm going to be starting probably next week now.
It should be now.
Okay, thank you. I'll check it in a moment. I'm going to be starting the State of the Onion again. That's going to happen. At least get me through Series 3 or 4 or whatever series we're on. Can't remember. I think it's Series 4.
Simos 500.
Lovely. That's fantastic. Thank you very much. So, yeah, I'm going to try and start up State of the Onion. And then also with Fabio, I'm going to be starting a new series for F1 management. So we're going to be doing an F1 management game. When we'll be doing that in between the F1 reviews and F1 commentary and jokes and stuff that we do, which is the main, well, I wouldn't say it's the main thing we do, but that's what we do on Monday evenings. So Monday evenings at 9 o'clock UK time, proper time as we call it, or God's own time, whichever you prefer. That was it. What's the sub special? I don't know. I might. Oh, I don't know. I don't know what it is going to be. I might try and do something for that, but that's going to have to wait a little while until I'm certain that I've made 500, because I keep getting it and then somebody unsubs to me spooky, weirdly. So we'll see how it goes. But apart from that, yeah, so Monday's 9 o'clock UK time, which is 6 Central time, I think. No. Yeah. 3 o'clock in the afternoon or 4 o'clock in the afternoon, somewhere around there. Do the Formula One stuff. And then usually about 5 o'clock American time, we do the State of the Onion. So that's good. And hopefully a lot of you guys will be joining us on the panel for that. I tend to try and make it an open hangout, so people that can come by and just talk about it. It's usually philosophical or science-based topics, and yeah, that's a lot of fun.
And,
so yeah, objective ethics. Hello, sir. OE.
How you doing?
Yeah.
You know, we know where Robin's going to be tonight, and Robin's also got a bunch of other stuff scheduled coming up too. So make sure you check out Robin's channel. And happy birthday again to Robin coming up here. Supposedly
Thank y'all.
in about an hour.
About 50 minutes. It's about 50 minutes now.
About 50 minutes.
Everybody over to Robin's.
And Austin, what do you got? What do you got going on over there, buddy? You doing busy at school?
Nada.
Just doing your thing, huh? Just doing your thing.
Oh wait, no, I lied. I do have something, but I don't know when it's coming up.
Okay.
I'm doing that thing with Dr. Dan. But that's going to be some Wednesday in the future. I'm not sure which one though yet.
Cool. I want to see that. Let us know in the message chat, please.
Thank you, Spooky. And if anybody knows anything about fundraising, please get a hold of me if you have any tips on fundraising. Because
I'm making Robin a fundraiser.
yeah, well, not yet. I'm not doing the fundraiser yet. I just needed some ideas on it because I don't know if you were here, Austin. Pangburn is building a school in Uganda, and Travis put me in charge of the fundraising on it.
Oh, cool. Send me the link. I'll post it on my Facebook.
Thank you. But I haven't set up any kind of plan yet on what I'm going to do for fundraising. I've never even actually been in charge of anything like this before. So.
Right, and I've just put the link to Robin's birthday stream there. So everybody just click on that when we're finished here and you will do it straight away. Why not? You could have several tabs open. And remember, 50 minutes or so. That's where all the cool kids are going to be.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, we hope to see everybody over there, and we hope to see y'all next week. And everybody else's channels that are doing stuff this week, make sure you stop by, especially with Simos, and make sure that 500 holds. And
yeah.
We let's see. I don't have anything planned other than so we plan to be here on Saturdays. So we'll see how that goes. I do have a lot of night watch videos. I'd like to do night watch, but we'll see how it comes and goes. Right. Right now. Just doing the one show is about enough for me. And I appreciate everybody that stops by. I appreciate everybody that supports the channel. Appreciate all you folks that have been members of the channel. I appreciate all the star chats I got this evening. And let's see. I think I've got everything covered.
Yeah, I just have something else I want to say quickly, which is, mine's still saying 104 minutes, but check in 45 minutes anyway. Oh, it's only 5:15 here. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I don't know. Just check in 45 minutes anyway, just in case it's early or whatever. I don't know why it would be doing that, but who knows?
I might have.
Well,
I might have like put in the wrong thing at the time, but on the thumbnail it says 8 p.m. Central, so I don't know.
Oh yeah, well the thumbnails. Yeah, you have to check on your YouTube channel. Go into the edit video.
I can't see the I can't see the time. Like the notification thing is always over top of it.
Oh right, okay. Yeah, well it's saying here 104 minutes or something as thingy says. I think you can go into edit the video though, and it'll tell you what time. You scroll down, go to advanced.
Yeah, you can change that in your YouTube studio pretty easily.
So yeah, you'll probably have to go to the video and then press edit, and then it should take you straight to the screen where it tells you what time it says it's actually starting. Mine says in 102, 9 p.m. CST. But like YouTube's funny like
yeah,
that.
it does say 9 too. Yeah, on the thing. So I might go in there and change that.
All right.
Simos,
Well-
you're muted.
You got that figured out then? Yeah, Scott Duke says 102 minutes. So
Can't hear Simos at all. Is it just me, or is everybody else can't hear Simos either?
I don't hear anybody. I hear Mike.
Huh, no.
I
Simos is
also don't hear Simos, but it doesn't look like
Yes.
he's talking. Is he talking?
Yeah, no, he was talking.
Oh yeah,
and
he
nobody
is.
could hear him.
Yeah, we can't hear you, Simos.
Oh, and that's such an improvement. This is so much better.
Well, with that, I'm going to hit the button.
Oh, there we go.
Okay.
I
Oh,
run
he's
out of
back.
power. That's all. Just run out of power. That's all.
Good night, guys.
There you go.
Tales of the Lord knocking at the captive death's door. Legends live within these walls, silent echoes in the halls, books and stories on the floor, knocking at the captive death's door. Captive desk, hold our dreams, where reality and no myth seems. In conversations quiet flow, the mysteries untold will know. Legends live within these walls, silent echoes in the halls, books and stories on the floor,